Let's just get with it. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah, and this is the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. I found Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. I'm going to tell you read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. Then I'm going to tell you go to Haggai where the prophet started to Zerubbabel. Hey, Zerubbabel, I'm going to use you as a sickness. But we know now that sickness has gone forward. No. I mean, anyway, then you go to Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. I'm going to send my messenger. He shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom you delight in, the holy shall come. And then say, I'm going to send Elijah, Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. I'll tell you, read Malachi. I'll send, behold, I shall send Elijah to you before great breath of the day of the Lord. He shall turn the hearts of the children back to the father, the hearts back to the children. These are coming straight for the curse. But no, not I got to go to Malachi and read 5 and 6. We got to read 4, 5, and 6 because you got to go to Horeb. You got to know who you are because you don't know who you are. No, bro, you're going to be like people I listen to all the time on YouTube. Still waiting on the rapture doctrine and holding on to that Christianity, that man-made religion that they took the bound into slavery. Yeah, he's still in this captivity, man. It's a hard thing to not know who you are. But anyway, I'm just telling you, man, what's going on, man. I'm not worried about what people say, man. I'm not worried about what people say. People can say a whole lot of stuff, but when you know when it comes down to it, man, they want you to fall under their foolishness just like they fall under their foolishness. Then we don't fall under their foolishness and agree with them, then they all mad, humpy, and pumpy. Because you won't believe the same lie that you've been believing all these many years. I'm gonna get into real people. Yeah, because they're wrong. They're wrong. Hold on. Let's see. Now when you told me about Zerubbabel, I don't think you're ready for the going to Zerubbabel yet. Let me see. No. I'm going to Zerubbabel, but I don't think I'm ready yet, huh? We into we just went over yesterday about Zerubbabel was in here. Zerubbabel was in here. I'm not ready to go over to Zerubbabel. Because, man, I mean, not ready to go over to Zerubbabel with y'all. I don't think I am. A lot of stuff. No, just wait. We just wait. We're gonna go to Zerubbabel. Let me see. We're gonna go over to Zerubbabel. I don't think we're ready yet, though. We haven't went over nothing. We haven't went over Daniel. Most likely tomorrow, during the 6 hours, if I don't do too much teaching, I just, we because these people, God, we are being great. We still being greatly deceived. They have done well. We know all that. They have done all that on purpose. Well, anyway. Wait a minute. All right, what about these people sick? It's not my word. The word that the Most High has left us to our all ages, to our all generations. He has left us unto us. Anyway, well, man, the red tell us so much. I read to y'all so much. Wow, I read that to you. I skipped and I read that to you about Jonah and the whale. Yeah, because I had skipped and I had wanted you to know about Jonah. So I read that to you. All right. No, because I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to Jonah and the whale. know, because the way they have the Holy Bible set up and the way the other books are set up, you can see the great deception in what they are doing and how they do it. I'll see. We'll get into it tomorrow. I'm not in a rush to get to all that tomorrow. I didn't know. I didn't have a dream. I mean, on the one dream I could remember last night. Only one dream. I'm not worried about it. Only one dream. I was in this I'll tell it to you. This one dream. I was in you know how these people have these private libraries, and they have two floors of the library, and they have a balcony or whatever going around, going across one side. That's where I was at, and I was in that, and I seen it twice in the dream. So I didn't actually bring nothing else back to me. And so I was in there with a book in my hand, and I had on one of those skull caps, the black ones, like lace black. I had a book in my hand, then had somebody else that was in there with me. And so I just, for the first time, I see myself walking across with the book in my hand. The next time I see myself sitting down with a book in my hand. And they had books everywhere. I mean, it was a nice library, but we know that it was a personal library. What would be personal library? Because I know the difference between the two, and that's what it was. So that's all I saw. I won't see much more coming, especially tonight and tomorrow. I worry about having all those dreams because we now you know where we at on the timeline. Yeah, you know where we at on the timeline. So let's just recap from yesterday, and then after we recap from yesterday, we'll go get into it. All right. So we was at Joram of Israel. Now, hold up. Then he said, luckily God revealed to Joel at the same time how Israel would be rescued from the famine. No, then he had the part that they that sow in tears shall weep in joy. So we know that comes of this psalm, of the psalmist. That's King David. Was thinking when he said, they that sow in tears shall weep in joy. All right, so we're not going there. No, we're not going there. No, we're going there right now, but we're not going to investigate too much into that. So let's go. Let's start off with Psalms. All right, Psalms 126. Oh, I'm just jumping into it. No, I can't. No, we can't do that. I can't just jump into it. I was, I gotta go through this. Yeah, because I seen that old woman. They play that clip again. You know, they like to show when they got the victories over us. Yeah, because we don't have no respect for the elder, nobody. They are heathens. I read that to you. He don't have no respect for nobody. But also, it's our fault. Just like if you would go to this woman, most likely she'll tell you she's a Christian and she's been in church so many years. And she'll tell you what church that she's going to and what denomination that she is of, and all that is even with. Now, she's still with that, eat down with those demons and celebrate those demons. Look at her with how her hair is fixed. Look at how she's sitting down and jumping up and down and wants to celebrate slavery. That's what they got. They're doing that. They got the demons out there. We congregating these demons, right? Because okay, all right. So I told you what they was gonna do. That's what. But if you don't take your time and worship and find out and worship your Creator in spirit and truth, you're gonna be falling for the same old lies, the same old thing as they always do. They're like TDJ talking about Elijah and the drought and all that, and big shovels and everything. and your blessings and your increase and all that. Man, come on, bro, you don't know nothing about that. And what makes me, I can't wait till the doggone start chastising them people. You think I want to shed a tear for them? Shed no tear for them. No, indeed. And they got her, she jumping up and down like it's a great thing that they gave a holiday. Juneteenth become a holiday. Now, we're so great about you celebrating a lie. So you're celebrating about your slavery that the Most High put you in because you wouldn't obey His voice and keep His commandments. And so what's so joyful about that? And then you're teaching your children who come up and they say, well, what Juneteenth was about. Then they go to tell them, say, well, took 2 years before they found out that they was free from slavery, and they still was using us as slaves and making money off us and everything. All right, then, but you ain't telling them about the reparations and all that they need to be paying these people. And I ain't talking about the slavery part. I'm talking about the 2 years that they worked free as though they still was in slavery. And then you're going to think that is something to be celebrated? That's why we're still in this captivity right now, because of ignorance. Yes, you're an ignorant person. I learned 2 times, a long time ago when I was still a kid. And I still was going through my foolishness and that useful lust and everything. I learned a couple of things when I was out there in that foolishness. Yeah. There's only one thing worse than young fool, and that is the old fool. They have never learned how to repent and obey the voice of the Most High and everything. And you celebrating that? Man, I ain't no need to celebrate. Israel is still in captivity over the 4 corners of earth. Let's go there. Esau is still ruling over the 4 corners of earth. And you think this is a victory by you getting a turn? No, ain't no victory, man. No, we there now. So let me continue on with that. Because, no, I told you what they're going to do. They don't mind signing a piece of paper and making a holiday so long I ain't got to pay you. So long I got to get your reparations to you, your children, your grandchildren, your seed, and offspring. So long I got to repatriate you in where I got you from. So long I got to do that, I'll give you a holiday. And then on that holiday, I told you yesterday, on that holiday, you're going to go buy everything from your master. Make sure you pay them taxes so he can keep you ignorant. Yeah, because you're stubborn, stiff-necked, and rebellious. You refuse to humble yourself to your Creator, who said, when you repent with your heart, keep all my commandments, I'll come and get you out of slavery, out of this captivity once again, like I came and got you out of the land of Egypt. What a mighty hand outstretched arm. And that's written all through the scripture, but you don't see that. You want to holler and scream and like, oh, you have done something good. Come on, man. And then they, let's continue on. So they'll give you that. Then, no, they'll probably find a town where you live in, name a street after. They'll give you that. Yeah, as long as they ain't got to give you reparations and things like that. Now they'll give you that. They'll statue, we'll give you that statue too. As long as we ain't got to pay you the money to give you reparations and pay for the wicked and evilness that we have done unto you all over the world. See? Then that's what you don't understand. That's when I'm telling you. They like when they give the G7 and all that there, well, those are the main countries that slaves went to that they had taken advantage of. Come on, bro. And then say, well, Great Britain got out of it. All right. But anyway, I'm just telling you that, and man, they're old fool. Don't tell her I said it. Tell her I call her old fool. Tell her I said it. And anybody asks you, say, turn to me. I call her an old fool. Yeah, that's why our children in captivity right now. I see my children, my grandchildren going through everything. No, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, my kin, my neighbors, my friends, all of them going through the same thing over and over again. Then their children gonna go through it. Their children gonna go through it. Yeah, we all stuck in captivity. And y'all want to rejoice? It's not free, brother. You're still in this captivity. It's still bound in captivity. Still bound in this captivity. Man, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. No. No. Anyway, let's continue. I'm just telling you, God, I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove everything that she done. None of that she done was in accordance with the law of God. None of that she ever done. God will tell us do that. This is why I command. Obey my voice, keep my command. All right, well, let's see then. Did she have on sackcloth and ash and praying for her people? Still worried about June 10th or Juneteenth or whatever you want to call it? No, she wasn't doing that. All right. That's just like what they're doing. Just like they are. They're celebrating that. They're regurgitating celebrating that. Then regurgitating celebrating the Black Wall Street. And yeah, they're keeping all that in there because it's no, it's still a spiritual war that year. Okay. Well, subliminal messages that they're sending, psychological warfare or psychological warfare that they're doing against you. That's what they're doing. That's why, because there's sorceries and enchantment and stuff. And Jesus tells us how not to get involved with that. Now, don't worry about spilt sword and spilt. Why you want to go celebrate a bad victory over you for 2 years? Come on, bro. And then on top of that, celebrating before that the slavery that you had. And before that, your sins and your iniquity against the Most High God. Him that done everything for you. And you want to celebrate that and you act like that you have received a victory? Come on, man. Let's prove it to her. I'll prove it that she's just an old fool. Oh, there you go, God. Why you call that one old fool? I want to prove that she ain't nothing but an old fool. And haven't repented of what the Most High told her to repent of. Let's go there. We're going to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. I tell you, go there all the time. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. All right. No. Well, when you go to, well, let's just go there. We're early in the program. We're early into education now, early into the teaching. All right. Let's just go there since we're early. First of all, he tells you this. No, he tells you this. We're going to Malachi. Now, every time I come on here, I tell both the time, but twice I came on here to tell you. Malachi chapter 4. All right. Now, hold up. No. And you shall tread down the wicked, for there shall be ashes under the sole of your feet in the day that I shall do this, say the Lord of hosts. Remember, Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. I'll tell you, go there. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I command unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and the judgment. Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. I always tell y'all to go there, right? Let's go. Now, let's go to Horeb. Now, you say that. That's what it said, Horeb. H-O-R-E-B, right? Okay. Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and the judgments. So let's go to Horeb. Deuteronomy chapter 5. Look at it. It's Horeb. Man, all right, let's see. Yeah, it's Horeb. Now, let's see. Moses called all Israel and said unto them, O Israel, the statutes and the judgments which I speak in your ears this day, that you may learn them and keep and do them. The Lord our God made a covenant with us in Horeb, H-O-R-E-B. All right. The Lord made not the covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all us here alive this day. Now, because you got a lot of things going along with that. You got them want no, God didn't tell you to celebrate no June 10th. Come on, bro, Juneteenth or whatever. He didn't tell you to celebrate that. He gave us the laws and festivals, the feast days and the Sabbath days for us to keep. All right, but when we get out of this captivity, he tells us about that day also. But let's continue on. The Lord talked with you face to face in the mount of the midst of the fire. I stood between the Lord and you at that time, and show you the word of the Lord, for ye were afraid by the reason of the fire, and went not up into the mount, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. So we are still in this bondage, because you got to remember, you go to Father's father Abraham, there's full bondage. And you are in the very last bondage at the very last hour, the very last of this age. All right, well, let's continue. I'm the Lord the God who brought you out of the land of bondage, brought you out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not have, no, thou shalt have none other gods before me. And that's what we have done. Oh yeah, we got all type of gods. Yeah, come on, man. All right, well then, thou shalt not make thee any graven image or likeness, anything that is in heaven above, and that is in the earth beneath, or in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. I am the Lord thy God, I am jealous God, visiting the iniquities of your fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation on them that hate me. All right, so I don't know nothing about that. No, because another thing, you have Nancy Pelosi in there singing, what do you call that, the Black Anthem. That's y'all anthem. I didn't choose to, for that, or lift every voice and sing. Well, y'all keep on lifting every voice and singing, and keep on rejoicing in the bondage that you're in, the slavery that you are taking part of. Yeah, because they call you out. I heard a man this morning on the radio talk about he African American. Now, he's supposed to be a scholar, a professor in everything, and teaching others. Come on, man. I want to tell you, they don't know who they are, and then you go right along and No. No. When they had that on the paper and signed out, they say it is, and you go right along here, you have to say, I don't do that no more. I don't. But they don't have nothing on there. Well, me, I just put it in Israel, just like that, write it in there. Yeah, write it in there. Because when they call you African American, they're degrading you. I went over there with you when what his name was, Shaka Zulu sent his adversary, this ambassador, and they throw the bananas and everything out. Oh man, and there was a great cake. They could step foot on that lane without Shaka Zulu killing them, and they couldn't do it. All right. Yeah, so when they call you African American, come on, bro. When they have apartheid, they haven't gotten it yet. Not just in Africa, all over the world. You are Israel. You are God's chosen people. Until you get that, you're going to be in bondage and slavery because you do not know who you are. Yeah? Well, I'm going to get into that also. Yeah, I'm prove to you. All right? You're serving demons and celebrating them demons. I don't care how old she is. I do not care. I don't care if she walks so many miles and everything. Sin is sin. All right, well, let's continue on. Lord God don't have no respect for person. Oh, Lord God, all that sin and filth that she is doing and still living in, she's going to be able to go to God and say, oh, God, please don't put me in hell on the sin I did. I slut. God said, you have so many years to do that, and you didn't do it. And then you're going to have my people to celebrate a day of their bondage when I told them not to. I gave them a day to celebrate. Come on, man. You don't see that? Well, let me read it to you. I'm just going to read it to you. All right. I am showing them mercy unto 1,000 of them that love me and keep my commandments. All right. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that take his name in vain. Keep the Sabbath day and sanctify it. What? Keep the Sabbath day and sanctify it, as the Lord God hath commanded thee. And I was with an auntie of mine, and she said, I keep the commandments of God. And you go to church the first day of the week, God didn't command that. And then when I tell them, say, nah, I ain't into that Christianity stuff. But you was that, you this, and I was led astray just like you are still being led astray. The truth came to you, you sick with all those diseases. And you talk about, oh yeah, I have faith in my God. Bro. Because God said he would heal you. God said he would turn your captivity right before God. God said those curses that I put up on you when you obey my voice, those blessings are going to immediately overtake those curses. Come on, bro. I done read all that to you. Deuteronomy chapter 20. Man, go read it. Just right there. Anyway, let me continue on. No, because what they got y'all to serve all these holidays, feast days, and all that, he didn't tell you to do that. And y'all serve, y'all worshiping the captivity, throw it in his face. And God is going to get you for it. Okay? God tell him who said it. Make sure you put it down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyway, let's continue on. No. All right, well, let's see. Let's see. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. The Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, the Lord that God hath commanded. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. 6 days. But let's get to the point where I'm telling you proof that she is an old fool and a damn lie. All right, make sure you tell them I said it. But the 7 days is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy ox, nor thy ass, nor the cattle, nor the strangers within thy gates, that thy manservant, thy maidservant may rest as well as thou. All right. Verse 15. Still in. And remember that thou was what? A servant in the land of Egypt. Remember what? Thou was a slave in the land of Egypt. That's why he could. Let me continue on reading. All right. And that's the Lord thy God brought thee out thence with a mighty hand and outstretched arm. That's why you won't keep a Sabbath day. No, we're supposed to keep Juneteenth. Keep the Sabbath day. That's to remember how he brought you out of the land of Egypt when you were serving and bondage in the land of Egypt. With a mighty hand outstretched arm. Therefore, the Lord thy God command thee to keep the Sabbath day. And so you're going to go there and keep the Juneteenth. God will command you to keep no Juneteenth. That's why you're in the slavery right now. That's the reason why. I just wanted to read that to you. All right, well, you go Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. To start at 13, but I'm telling you, go straight to 15 and tell you. All right. No, and that the Lord thy God brought thee out with a mighty hand and stretched out. Therefore the Lord God commanded thee to keep what? The Sabbath. No, Juneteenth. The 4th of July. All right. No, because I just wanted to show you. No. God don't have no respect for person. Come on, man. Oh, so it's all right for her to go out there and get a holiday. All right. Get you to celebrate a holiday. And the majority of y'all don't even keep the covenant day. Majority of y'all don't even know why you should keep the covenant day. And you rejoicing over what she has been done. Okay, well, anyway. No, let's go to it. No, I'm not worried about. Tell them who said it. Tell them she's an old damn fool. That's what she is. And everybody agree with her, damn fools also. Because God didn't tell y'all to do it. Come on, man. Thank God why you still in this captivity and this bondage. Well, let's go there. Job. I don't care not about nobody listening to me and you are good. I don't care what. Upset them, do whatever there. Because no. And you're looking at your children, your grandchildren, and saying we're in the same position. Come on, man. Well, let's find out. Let's go down there deeper there. No, let's go in there because she doesn't know. She doesn't know, and she's not going to repent. She's going to celebrate when she has broken the law of God, and she's going to celebrate for it. Because God didn't tell her to keep that day. God didn't tell us to keep that day. And now you just going right along. Yeah, I used to keep the 4th of July and all that. I didn't know. Didn't know. But once you come to full knowledge of truth, you got to, that's why he tell you to repent. Come on, man. All right, well, let me go there first. Let's go to King David. Let's go to King David first before I get too much deeper into it. No, Psalm 126. No, because you need to know. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then our mouths were filled with laughter, and our tongue was singing. Then say they among the heathen, the Lord have done great things for them. All right. But you lifting every voice and saying everything, you still in this captivity. What you lifting up your voice and saying what? Of repentance? And let them know, Lord God, I'm sorry for what I have done, and I'm going to change my ways. I'm going to repent before you and start worshiping and serving my Creator. Are you doing that? No, you ain't doing that. The Lord has done great things for us. Wherefore we are glad. Okay. Turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the stream in the south. So have your captivity been changed yet? But yet still you're going to run out there and keep June 10th. Juneteenth, that what it is? All right. No, because when I didn't know no better, I would have done the same thing too, because I was trying to find out what was so significant about that day years ago. And yeah, but when you come to the full knowledge of the law, God tells you, man, why are you serving that day? I'm the one who put you in that captivity. I'm the one still got you bound in that captivity. But with the same things you're doing now, worshiping, serving demons, that's why you're in this captivity. And you're still gonna do that. You're gonna throw that in my face. You're not gonna keep my Sabbath day, my covenant day, and the covenants and the feast day I made with your father. But you're gonna keep the June 10th day. Oh, all right. Why you going right on the head? Yeah, play right on. Nah, let me continue on. They that well, turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the stream in the south. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weeping, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing the sheaves with him. All right then, because we got that day when we're going to rejoice. Let's go. Let's get a little deep into it. No, we here now, so let's get a little deep into it. Let's find out. Let's find out why these things are still going on. Yeah, let's find out. Because I was just watching the Avenger movie, and when they had that Loki guy with that Tesla, that stone or rock they had everything, right? And how he was taking everybody, blind and deceiving everybody. That's what he was doing. And then the demons came out of space to attack New York City, and they were gonna blow up New York City. They are, yeah, they don't yeah, you can really see it. So what's gonna happen is when this thing, that virus and stuff really kick in, and those who have taken that vaccine really rev up and see how even wicked they are, truly are, and how they can turn. Yeah, they're gonna have to put them nukes on there. So many of them, man. Go see. Keep watching. God hasn't done everything, man. Tell you the reason for everything. So let me continue. Let's go there. Let's find out why she able to do the same thing that she, because they refuse, they're rebellious people. They're stubborn, stiff-necked, rebellious, and they don't want to repent. Don't want to repent. Don't want to take the time and find out and learn the knowledge and wisdom what the Most High has left us throughout. Can't say that. Let me repeat it. Learn about what our Creator has left us unto us for age to age to our own generation. That He has learned for us to do His will, and then He's going to reveal His mystery and secret. And then we won't be like damn fool rejoicing in our captivity and giving our those who have put us in this captivity Satan. Yeah, praising and worshiping Satan. Who's doing? Praising and worshiping Satan. Well, let's just go there. We go on to the Testament of Solomon. That's in this book right here. No, the Testament of Solomon. Let's go there. Oh, she's just an old woman. She don't know the bell once she was a young woman, and she didn't try to find out either bell. All right, let's go. 21. Paragraph 21 of Testament of Solomon. And at once I bid another demon to lead, to be led unto me. Instantly there approached me the demon Asmodeus and Modus. Oh yeah, we're gonna find out about him. There, because all this is true. All this took place. It's our testimony. And who art thou? And I said to him, that no, forgive me. I swear. All right. Approached me the demon Asmodeus. Said, Asmodeus, bound. And I asked him, who art thou? But he shot me a glance of anger and rage and said, and who art thou? And I said to him, thus punish as thou art, answer thou me. But he would rage say to me, But how should I answer thee? For thou art the Son of Man, where I was born an angel, seed by daughter of man. They got so much in there, man. Yeah, they got so much in there. Because what they're worshiping, they don't want to worship the Most High. They want to worship demons. They want to bless demons. Yeah, they want to cry and do everything for this demon. I'm going to prove it to you. Yeah, they love their enemies. That's what the people in the church house and everything been teaching all these many years. Oh, love your enemy. Pray for your enemy. Bless your enemy. Come on, bro. Well, let's see what let's continue on. I'm gonna prove it to you. All right. When I tell you something, you know I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna show it to you. All right. Let's continue on. But he said with raise, but he would raise said to me, well, how should I answer thee? For thou art a son of man. And whereas I was born angel seed of a daughter of man. I'm telling you right there. Yeah, that's how they feel. All of them feel that way. That you ain't nothing, they are all that. So that no word of our heavenly kind addressed the earth bone can be overweening. But yet still y'all serving and worshiping. No, I'm going there. I'm going there. Just give me a second or two. I'll get there. A minute or two, as they would say. I'm getting there. Because I want to prove to you that you are. They don't want to obey the voice of the Creator, but they are worshiping their enemy. They're praising and blessing their enemy. That's what they are doing. All right, well, let's continue on. No, when you are doing keeping those holidays and all those days for them, yeah, you blessing and worshiping your enemy. You praising and worshiping your enemy. You praising and worship him that hates you. Well, okay, well, let's just read it. I'm going to prove it to you. All right, I'll show it to you. All right, then, so that no word of the heavenly kind addressed the earth bone can be overweening. Wherefore also my star is bright in heaven, and men call it the Wain, and some the dragon's star. Now, some the dragon's child. I keep near unto this star, so ask me not anything. For thy kingdom also after a little time is to be disrupted. Now that's what we say. So ask me not many things. For thy kingdom also after a little time is to be disrupted. And the glory is and thy glory is but for a season. Yeah, that's King Solomon, and that God had put all those demons into his hand, and he ruled over all those demons. But this demon here, Asmodeus, yeah, well, he was a fierce demon. He was something to be reckoned with. Yeah, he was a worthy enemy, as he said, a worthy adversary. And so, Asmodeus dealt with Solomon. Yes, he did. Yeah, he dealt with him. Anyway, and so that's what they're doing now. The demons are in charge of them. I used to see that song. Why the demons are in charge? I lied. Why the demons are? Well, I prove that the demons are in charge of them. Let's continue on. All right? Because that's what she's doing. She got y'all to worship. No, she got y'all to worship Juneteenth and how those demons have y'all in slavery and captivity and still have you in slavery and still have you in captivity. All right, well, let's continue on reading that. Then he said, after a little time is to be disrupted, the kingdom. And thy glory is but for a season. In a short time, in short will we be thy tyranny over us. In short will be thy tyranny over us. And then we shall again have free range over mankind. Now you got, no, I'm not going there. I'm just disappointed in the lesson. No. Am I in the lesson? No, I'm not in the lesson. All right. But anyway, I'm leading up to the lesson, as I always do. All right. So this is what he's telling them. He's telling them, again, we will have free range over mankind. So the demons right now are over all mankind. And they're doing as they please, as you see on TV. I saw a commercial this morning. I've been seeing this commercial, but now they put it out more prevalent. The mirror, where you see these people being proud and boastful in the mirror and worshiping their bodies and all like that in that mirror. No, they don't do that. That is of the devil. They don't. Let me read it to you. The book of Enoch. You know where I'm going at, chapter 8. Yeah, I'm going to chapter 8, the book of Enoch. I'm going to show you that when you see that commercial, that mirror commercial, that's every bit of it says there, and they doing as they told you they were going to do. Moreover, Isaiah taught men to make swords, knives, shields, breastplate, and the fabrication of mirrors. All right. All right, I'm not going to read it all to you. Yeah, well, go read it. All right. And because they got that mirror commercial, and they got the men and women there flossing and looking at their bodies and worshiping their bodies and all that. That's not of God. That's proud. You're proud, puffed up, and everything else, and you're going to pay for it. Every bit of it. Watch and see. Keep watching. But anyway, let's continue on. So he said they will have free range over mankind. So as they should revere us as we were gods. That's what y'all revere right now. They worship and serving the enemy and blessing the enemy and serving the enemy as their gods, as he said. All right, well, let's continue on then, because that's what they're doing. Well, who put you in slavery? And why are you in the slavery? What happened to you while you were in slavery? You were put in slavery because you was worshiping evil idols and not obeying his voice, keeping his commandment. That's why you were put in the slavery. We're going to go over there maybe tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. All right. That's why you're put in the slavery. And the demons right there telling you how you're going to worship them as they were gods. As they shall revere us as we were gods, not knowing men that they are. No, but that's how Satan had it. And if you will go to your Most High and worship your Most High, he would tell you, no, I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't tell you to go out there and get your holidays made for your slavery, the time that you're slavery. God said, well, we go ahead on and do it. But you're going to pay for it. And everybody that it corrupts, they're going to pay for it too. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, let's see. I heard DJ told I told that. Yeah, about Elijah. But don't worry, we're going to get there. And of course, Joyce Meyer, all of the same thing. And Joseph Prince, and all of them. Yeah, all of them paying homages and worshiping them demons. Yeah. Go over there in Africa and got them people acting and all like that. They're going to pay for it. Yeah, they're going to pay for it, you see. They're going to pay for every bit of it. And everybody will agree with go along with them. Care who they are, how old they are. They once was young, right? All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No, because the scripture teaches you, if you don't learn nothing when you're young, you ain't going to learn nothing when you're old. Now, if you don't take hold of certain things when you're young, when you get old, you're going to be worse than that. Read it this morning. Anyway, let's continue on. So as they shall reveal us as we were gods, not knowing men that they are, the names of the angels set over us. The name, knowing that name of the angels that set over us. And that's another thing. Because if they'll know Azazel, and then they want to have that mirror to be promoting those mirrors. But then again, that's a demons that doing all that. Man, demons are over all that. Man, don't you know how bad that field is in the White House, built by slaves? All right. Then they're bragging about June 10th. Then you got one of the slave masters. You didn't put them in slavery. Actually, the child of them that had them in slavery. And you're still in that same slavery, and she still got you there. Well, why didn't, like I heard the man say, and he's right. Why they didn't, no, the Asians and everybody else got paid. Reparations and everything. Then they got hate bills and things y'all been trying to do for many, many years and never happened. Okay, well, they give them what they want, but what they gave you. Oh, we'll give y'all a holiday to be celebrated. And you'll get a day off for what? Slavery. Day off from being in captivity. A day of rest. Yeah. Well, let's find out about that. Because they didn't give you the Sabbath day to rest. No, they didn't give you the Sabbath day to rest. So let's see what they did do, what they really did. I'm going to show it to you. Oh, come on, man. You know I'm going to prove that to you. I'm going to prove to what they really did. All right. Well, hold on for a minute. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to show you exactly what they did. No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see. All right. That's the book of Jasher. Hold up. No. I'm going to prove to you what they did. I don't care if you get mad at me. I'm going to prove it to you. Well, exactly what they did. All right. It's in the book of Jasher. Jasher, what y'all call Jasher. No. Show you what they did. No, they gave you a holiday, right? That's not a holiday. They gave you a day of rest from being slave. Come on, man. All right. Okay. No, I'm gonna show it to you. Because they told you that. Did not they tell you that? Come on, man. People told you that they give you a day of rest, man. All right. Anyway, let's see then. No, let's see. Give you a day of rest from your slavery. Like a fine. Man, come on, man. Let me see. No, it's in here. It's in here. I'm gonna find out. I'm sure it might be 72. That's where it's at. 72. Oh, all right. It's in 69. All right, so let's go there. No, let's go there. We're going there. We're going to 69. The book of Jasher, chapter 69. All right, let's see there. No, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what it says. All right. Let's see if I can. No. The day that you're supposed to be keeping, you're not keeping that day. So get out of this mess that we're in. To return unto our Creator and tell Him and worship Him and let Him know how sorry we are for not obeying His voice and His commandments. But they don't want that. No. All right. Chapter 70. Chapter 70, and we start at verse 42. The book of Jasher is in this one. I'm reading from this book. The book of Enoch banned from the Bible. I'm reading from this book right here. All right. And the book of Jasher. And we're going to chapter 70, and we're going to start at verse 42. I'm just proving it to you. Well, you go ahead and tell them who told it to you. All right. Let's see. Okay, well, we can start at verse 40, and then I'll start at verse 40. All right, it's not no big deal. And Moses was in the king's house, going out and coming in. And the Lord gave him favor in the eyes of Pharaoh, and the eyes of all his servants, and the eyes of all the people of Egypt. They loved Moses exceedingly. And the day arrived when Moses went to Goshen to see his brothers. No, let's see. Yeah, see his brother, his brethren. And he saw the children of Israel and their burdens and their hard labor. And Moses was grieved on their account. And Moses returned to Egypt and came to the house of Pharaoh and came before the king. And Moses bowed down before the king. Now, that's the same thing he's doing. They bowed down before Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi and all the people. Because you're still in, everything was going on, you're not paying attention. You're still worshiping demons and devils. No. You're still worshiping Esau children. There are demons and devils. If they put you in slavery, there are demons and devils. I will prove that to you. All right. But God used them to put you into slavery in this bondage because you did what? Same thing you're doing now. No, I don't want to keep the Sabbath day. I don't want to keep the covenant day. I don't want to obey His voice. I don't want to keep His commandment. And that's why we're going to do that tomorrow. Yeah, we're going over that tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully the Lord God said the same. If not, you can go read it for yourself. All right. So that's what he saw. All right. And so it was Moses was grieved on their account. Verse 42. Verse 42. And Moses returned to Egypt and came to the house of Pharaoh and came before the king, and Moses bowed down before the king. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, I pray thee, my Lord, I have come to seek a small request from thee, and turn not away my face empty. And Pharaoh said unto him, speak. And Moses said to Pharaoh, let there be given unto thy servant the children of Israel who are in Goshen 1 day and rest therein from their labor. That's what happened. Yeah, that's to show you that you're still in slavery, that those demons are still over you, as I read to you in the Testament of Solomon. But you don't say it that way. Now, oh boy, we got a holiday. Oh yeah, boy, we got a holiday. We got Martin Luther King Day. What did that change? And so you think Juneteenth, you're gonna do the same thing like you do. All those black folks get out there, get all their monies and give it to the government or those people that's over them to keep them in the bondage, keeping them in captivity, because they don't want to obey the voice of the Most High. They don't want to keep now. Hold up. They willingly go keep Juneteenth. 4th of July did it also. 4th of July, whatever day. Willing to keep that day. But when it comes down to keep the covenant day to get you out of this captivity, bring you back to the land that was covenant to you, bring you back to the inheritance, you don't want to keep that. And then when they come and say, well, hold up, you're a Christian, come on, be a Christian like us. Keep the first day of the week, that's the day Jesus rose. Big false. I read that to you where he told you how, because you've seen the false prophets, you've seen where he told you what they was going to do unto you. That's in the book of Jubilee. All right, they're gonna change the season and the time, so you won't know what season and what time it is, what day to keep, or what you're supposed to do. To do what? To keep you in bondage, to keep you in slavery, to keep you worshiping and praising your enemy, the devil. I'm going now. Before we get to the lesson, I'm going now. I want to show you what you're doing. You're worshiping and praising your enemy and serving your enemy and thinking that you're serving the Most High God and you're serving the enemy, the devil. And he does not love you, and he don't want to have nothing to do with you. But there's a big false going on. So you have to keep this big false up. And y'all not I will prove it to you. I will prove it to you. You call me a damn lie, whatever you want to call it. But this day, you're going to see it in writing as I'm showing it to you right now. Oh, no, getting a little farther deeper to that. We'll get to the lesson. Don't worry. And so what? He gave him a day off. Yeah, you say, No, let's read it again then. And Moses said to Pharaoh, yeah, I pray thee, my Lord. I have come to seek a small request from thee, and turn not away my face after. Pharaoh said unto him, speak. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, let them be given unto thy servants, the children of Israel who are in Goshen, 1 day to rest therein from their labor. Yeah, listen. And and Juneteenth starts on the covenant day, sundown day to sundown tomorrow. That's the 19th. And when they say, we can't never keep that day. We're gonna give them Monday. The postmen and all that, we're gonna give them Monday off. Why? Because you keep the 19th. That's like keeping the covenant day, like a portion of it anyway. And they can't have that. No, they can't have that. So let's find out why they can't have that. All right, let's see. And so the request was granted. All right. 1 day of rest in from their labor. And the king answered Moses, said, behold, I have lifted up my face in this thing to grant thy request. So he granted the request. And Pharaoh ordered a proclamation to be issued throughout all Egypt and Goshen, saying, to you all the children of Israel, thus said the king, for 6 days you shall do your work and labor, but on the 7th day you shall rest, and shall not perform any work. Thus shall you do all the days, as the king and Moses the son of Bethlehem have commanded. And Moses rejoiced at this thing which the king had granted him, and all the children of Israel did as Moses ordered them. Now remember, this is the covenant day. It's not no Juneteenth as they're doing. Because why? I just didn't read that. Because when you keep the covenant day, He said, when you obey my voice and keep the covenant day, you got to remember that you once was a slave in Egypt, once was a servant in Egypt, and how I came and got you with a mighty hand outstretched arm. So to repent and keep my covenant day again and my commandment, I'm coming to get you once again with a mighty hand outstretched arm and bring you back into the land that was covered with, bring you back in the land that was promised with you, and I'm going to always be with you. I'm going to read it to you. No, don't worry. Everything I tell you is written. I'm going to read it to you. I don't give it to you as he has given it to me. Is this not so? All right, well, let's continue on reading. No, Moses rejoiced at this thing which the king had granted to him, and all the children of Israel did as Moses ordered them. But this thing was from the Lord to the children of Israel. See, this thing was from the Lord to the children of Israel. The Lord had begun to remember the children of Israel to save them for the sake of their faults. All right, so they're giving you Juneteenth off, the 19th of June. So 19th of June always fall on the covenant day, does it? Then that would be from the Lord. But if it doesn't always fall up on the covenant day, then that is not of the Lord thy God. People now can't give you that day off. Can't do it. They can't give you that covenant day off, man. All right. But they're going to give you Juneteenth off. Yeah, they can do that. Oh, yeah, we can do that. All right. Well, if you want a victory and you want the victory to be of the Lord, then make sure they're not going to do it. They already know that they're not going to do it. No, because they already said the excuse that they made. Well, Saturday, the postman already had the Saturday off. Said the postman worked on the Saturday. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Already know it's not from the Lord, though. No. The Lord God wants you to know why you're still in this captivity, because you don't want to obey his voice, keep his commands. And you want to go out there and rejoice in the day of bondage. Well, you got your day off. All right, I guess they're going to make it a Friday off or Monday off or whatever. Oh, you can have Juneteenth off every day except when you fall on the covenant day. Go ahead. I already heard it. I already know that they say that. All right. Anyway, they say they're going to work it out. All right. Anyway, no. That's what they said. They was going to work it out. If you not getting the covenant day all fine, it ain't doing you no good. To you, all the children of Israel, thus say the king, for 6 days you shall do your work and labor, but on the 7th day you shall rest. And shall not perform any work, thus shall you do all the days as the king Moses, the son of Batman, had commanded. And Moses rejoiced this day, which the king had granted to him. And all the children of Israel did Moses order them. So that's why we're supposed to return and keep the covenant day. Because when we return and keep the covenant day, that is the beginning of our release. Not this Juneteenth thing. Come on, bro. But this thing was from the Lord to the children of Israel. For the Lord had begun, see, remember the children of Israel to save them for the sake of their faults. And so, does that signify what she have done? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I have already started. Been started. Started when? All right. Somebody got it out there. It started September the 23rd, 2017. That's when it started. Okay. Nah, that's when it started. People just trying to keep you. Anyway, I ain't going there. No, so now we know. All right, so when we start keeping the covenant day, as I read to you in Horeb, that's Moses, this same thing. That's why they keep you out these books, so you won't never learn how to receive your power, so we can get out this mess that we are in because we put ourselves in it doing the same thing. He told us to keep the covenant day. We don't want to keep the covenant day. We'll keep Juneteenth, though, but we won't keep the covenant day. We'll celebrate Juneteenth, though, but we won't celebrate the covenant day when you brought us out the land of Egypt with the mighty hand outstretched arm. And you want me to bless her? Why? Because she's old age? Well, man, no, I'm not going there because then I'll take completely off the lesson. Now let's reread. Let's finish and go back to where we're going at. Well, we're still in the lesson for a little bit. I mean, we're out the lesson, but we'll get back to the lesson. All right, so for this thing was from the Lord that the children of Israel had begun to remember the children of Israel to save them for the sake of their faults. And the Lord was with Moses, and his fame went throughout Egypt. And Moses became great in the eyes of all the Egyptians, in the eyes of all the children of Israel, seeking good for his people, Israel, speaking words of peace regarding them to the king. All right. I just had to show you what's going on. They're giving you a day of rest, but that's not the truth. All right. I've been keeping Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. Is that not the covenant day? That is truly the covenant day. Don't worry about nothing else. No. Because that's what they want you to believe. When you start keeping the covenant day from sundown Friday, sundown Saturday, what happens? How much power have you start receiving from keeping that day? But you got to go a little farther. You got to start researching, as he taught you. I know he taught you research. So when you start, no. So when you start knowing that the covenant day is just a part of a larger covenant, you got to find that out. And so when you keep the new moon to the new moon, the Sabbath day to Sabbath day, that's what you're doing. You're keeping the Sabbath day to the Sabbath day. You're keeping the new moon to the new moon. You're keeping the feast days, the high feast days, the Day of Atonement, Passover, Leaven, Tabernacles. You're keeping all those days. All that's a part of the covenant. And so when you start keeping those days, your power and your strength start getting more power and more strength. More power, more strength. And that's what they don't want. Yeah, they don't want, they don't want you to go there. But let's go. No. Let's go to no, I gave you that part. No, I gave you that already. But let's go to about the day, about the covenant. No, that's what I was doing. I was just showing you where these people will give you. They'll give you a holiday, but they're not gonna give you nothing to strengthen you. They're not gonna give you nothing to bless you. They're not gonna give you nothing so you can get out of this captivity, because they're still robbing and cheating and stealing from you, as the Most High taught you, as the Most High just showed us. All right, so what's coming on these people next? It's coming on that they're going to have to pay for everything they have done unto us. Everything. That's where we're going at. That's where the lesson. Because I just came from Joel. That's the name, Joram. All right, and then it said Joel. And so we done part 1 of Joel, chapter 1 of Joel. I've been over there with you before. But then that going to lead us into all the lies and the deceit that they have been doing until all these many years. Let's see. No, I'm just letting you know. I'm not worried about what these people say. You better be worried about what's coming on in this world, man. God is not playing. Come on, bro. When you go to this book right here, the popular father Abraham. All right, then it tells you what? About the 7th generation and the 10th plague. Okay, when I'm following them, telling everything, all of them tell you the same thing, how they come. I'll come to get you once again with a mighty hand outstretched arm and bring it back to the land that's coming to you, bring it back to the land that's promised. All right, then we go to the testimony of 12 patriarchs. What does it say? Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be going. I'm going now. What does it say when you go to the testimony of 12 patriarchs? It tell you the same thing. When Israel will repent with his whole heart, keep all my commandments. All right. Did not he command us to keep the Sabbath day? And why I just went over there with you? No, I gotta go somewhere else. I thought I'm not finished. No, I'm not finished. I have to go there. Now I have to go there. We have to go to the gospel of Ptolemy. No, we have to go to the gospel of Ptolemy. Because I have to prove to you that they what they are doing. Gospel of Ptolemy. Let's go. No, I gotta prove it to you. Gospel of Ptolemy. Because I told you you're serving and you're worshiping your enemy. That's who you're serving and worshiping, your enemy. All right. Well, let's just see that. As I know, I'm just prove to you what you're doing. Because you wanna worship, they want you to keep what? The feast days, no, they come their holidays and all like that. All right, then the Lord God told you about Satan and all that he have done unto us. All right then. And so then they're gonna no, they want you to keep these holidays and all that thing. They're worshiping Satan. They worship the same thing. They're the heathens. That's what they worship. They worshiping Satan. All right, but Satan hate them. All right, well, let me see. No, let's just put it down. Hold up. No, let's just I'm just gonna prove it to you. All right. No, let me see. No. Now I'll prove it to you. I'll prove to you what happened. No, I mean I know I went over there with you before, but they don't think so. They think that they're worshiping who they think they worship. No, they think they gods themselves. That's what they think. I mean, they don't think they're worshiping Satan himself unless they know they're worshiping Satan himself and don't care. But they're going to pay for it. They're worshiping their enemy. I'll prove it to you. They're worshiping their enemies. All right. Bartholomew. Gospel of Bartholomew. All right. All right. Wait a minute. No. No, I'm not going to read all of it to you because we got how fast that time will go by, man. All right. Time going to go by so fast. No, wait. I didn't pass it up. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. But he told him, say, he told him what he told him to do. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it. See. All right, here we go. No. So here we go. We're going to start off at paragraph 52. But the devil says, suffer me, and I will tell thee how I cast down into this place. How I was cast down into this place, and how the Lord did make man. I was going to and fro in the world, and God said unto Michael, bring me a cloud from the four corners of the earth, water out of the four rivers of paradise. And when Michael brought God, then God found Adam in the region of the east. That's man. And shaped the cloud which was shapeless, and stretched forth the sinews, the veins upon it, and established it with joints, and worshiped him. Now this God worshiping us. This is his creation, man. I've been over there for you, but let me get to this so we can go to the lesson. All right. And so he worshiped him himself for his own sake first, because he was the image of God. Therefore he worshiped him. Because we are made in the image of God. I tell you all the time, there's a certain type of angel with a certain type of power. But we relinquish our power to Satan. And when the Lord God brought all that back to us, what did we do? All right, they had made, these people made us apostle. No, they gave you Judaism, they gave you Hinduism, they gave you all these isms, gave you Christianity and all of that man-made religion. I just finished reading that too. Come on, man, the Testament of Solomon. Did I just not finish reading that to you? All right. To you. Now, I'm not bending my tone to sound all professional and all like that. I did all that. That didn't change a thing. All that made me was a greater fool. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's continue on. Go read it. And when I came from the ends of the earth, Michael said, worship thou the image of God, which he had made according to his likeness. But I said, I am fire of fire. I was the first angel formed, and she'll worship. Yeah, and she'll worship clay and matter. All right, then. That's what he's telling you. He said, he is not worshiping man. And nothing man do I'm not worshiping man. I was born of clay and matter, and should I worship the likeness of man? Just like Asmodeus told you the same thing in the Testament of Solomon. I just read that to you. He told you the same thing. I said, I was born of a woman, huh? Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to repeat it. No, because these pastors and preachers now that's what it's about. Dumbing you down, never bringing you up to who you truly are. You are made in the image of God. You are God's sons. Sons and daughters of God. That's who you are. You have power from up on high. And God never gave fire to rule over clay and matter. He never gave Satan power to rule over man. Come on, man. Y'all relinquishing y'all power. Every time y'all fall for these foolishness, it's a lack of knowledge. It's not a lack of knowledge. I'm telling you this and you rejected it. You don't want to hear what I got to say. Nah. Oh, you talking about that old woman. That old woman saying you got your... Nah. Not only she got you to disobey the voice of God, but now she give you you're going straight to hell. And then when you get down there with her and you say, well, what did you do? I worship Juneteenth. And I didn't keep the covenant day. Yeah. Both y'all gonna be down in there. Too damn fool. You might be a young fool doing it. Anyway, let's continue on. That's what he told. I just finished reading that to you. All right. In a short, that's what he said. After a little time is to be disrupted, and thy glory is but for a season. A short time. No, wait. Wait a minute. I went down too far. Thus furnished that thou art answer thou me. But he with a rage said to me, but how should I answer thee? For thou art the Son of Man, where I am the horn of the angel seed. That's what he told us. So, well, I read, it got two different versions. They're going to change the versions. All right. This is out the book. The last one I read to you offline. This one's out the book. That's why I prefer to read it out the book. Because it's going to be more stronger and more potent. Anyway, let me just continue right. And he said, but how shall I answer thee? For thou art the Son of Man, where I was born, an angel's seed. An angel's seed. There's so much into that. Why? Because I told you what they need, and they've been getting it from y'all. Man, come on, brother. People harvesting your eggs, harvesting your sperm. Y'all gave it to them. Come on, bro. And all they gotta do is which they already know the formula, and they're gonna mix it and do the incantations and all that. That's what they're doing. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Where I was born an angel seed by the daughter of man, so that no word of heavenly kind addressed the earthly born can be overwhelming. Overweening. They don't say well, they say overweening. All right, so that's what he said. He didn't want to answer. But how should I answer thee? For thou art the Son of Man, whereas he was born of angels. All right, that's the same thing Satan telling you the same thing. All right, I just want to let you know that's who you worshiping, demons. As he told you that you worshiping demons. Because if you worshiping Juneteenth, that is not of God. All right, and who giving you that day to worship? All right, God didn't tell y'all to do that. And when I came from the ends of the earth, well, that's what he told you. But I say, I am fire was the first angel formed, and shall I worship clay and matter? That's Satan telling you that. Man will never worship man. And then what he did, that is your enemy. That Satan is your enemy. And y'all paying homage to your enemy, celebrating your enemies, doing everything for your enemy. I mean, we'll get a little deeper into it tomorrow, but I'm just telling you what you're doing now. Satan tell you that, saying she'll worship clay man. That's man. That's who you are. And Michael said to me, worship lest God be wrong with thee. But I said to him, God would not be wrong with me. But I will set my throne above, I will set my throne over against his throne. And I will be as he is. Then when God wrought with me and cast me down, he would command the windows of heaven to be open. All right, I'm stopping right there. I'm just letting you know what's going on, because the people got you doing everything. Now you're worshiping Juneteenth. Oh, she an old woman. They'll listen to her. Come on, man. Remember when Book of Jasher? Remember when Father Abraham was going to sacrifice Father Isaac? And Satan did what? Appeared to him as an old man. And then Mother Sarah fell for that old man trick. All right, just telling you, then when you go to the book of Adam and Eve, how many times Satan transformed himself into an old man to deceive Father Adam? Come on, bro. It's the same thing going on right now. He hasn't changed. And he hates man, because man is made in the image of God. All right. All I can do is give it to you because that's what we're paying for. Oh, there you go, Lord. Now we paying for that. Well, let me see. Oh, man, time go by so fast. We go into Job, second chapter of Job. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. They got this woman called Wash Woman 65. All right. She believed in that flyaway doctrine, that Christianity doctrine. And boy, she's so adamant with it, boy, she just knows she's telling the truth. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. Well, the reason why I listened to her, because she was talking about how they had earthquakes and tremors somewhere in Illinois. Well, we know they're going to have a great earthquake. Okay. Yeah, they're going to have a great earthquake. I told you about that violent earthquake. And Clyde told you to it also. I know what Clyde name is. I don't. God's going to change his name. I know he's going to change it to him. That's all I'm telling you. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it's nigh at hand. I read that to you. Because the day of the Lord is going to have a great earthquake. The earth is going to tremble. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, great people and the strong, there have not been ever like, neither should there be any more after, even to the years of many generations. You understand what that means? All right. Because that's you. I told you who that's who we are. And he's transforming us and restoring us back at the first when we was disciples, apostles, servants, chosen, called, faithful, prophetess, prophets, all this stuff. That's what he told you going to do, man. I read that to you. All right. And so that's who we are. And he told you how he could do. He casting all of, man, see, I cast Satan out of heaven I'm casting Satan and all the demons out of heaven unto the earth. All right. And so a day of darkness and gloom is day. So why is that day dark? Why is gloomy? Because he casting everything. I read this to you before. Because he casting everything out of heaven unto the earth. And casting all Satan and all his demons and everything out of heaven unto the earth. The day of the Lord is a day of darkness and not of light. Day of gloominess and thick clouds. Man, that's the day of the Lord. All right then. But a great people and a strong people, that's us that have never been fought. We're going to fight with Satan face to face. Man, come on, bro. I read that to you. That's what this is about. You've been able to stand in the gap in the battle of the Lord. Because Satan don't have no power over us. And now when you realizing that you are a man made in the image of God, and you have all the power that comes with that, man. All right, well, I'm just a damn liar. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I understand. I understand. I understand. All right, and then we say a great people and strong. That's who you are. That have not been ever like, neither shall be any more after, even to the years of many generations. That's who we are now. What do you think I'm here telling you who you are, reminding you of who you are? I will send you Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And to turn the horse of children back to the father, for the horse back to children, least I come and strike the earth for the purpose. All right, then who are our fathers? Now, fathers gave a prophecy. Everything was going to happen. Everything was going to become unto us till when? To this day. When we stand in the battle, in the gap, fighting Satan and all the demons, and when they come down here, they ain't have no power with us. I told you. They're going to be taking us. Also, when you go to this book here, the power of his life. All right. So when you come here and say, a fire devoured before them, behind them a flame burn, that's the two angels, right? All right. The land is as the garden of Eden before them. That's where he's taking us. Behind the desolate wilderness, he's going to destroy everything else behind us. Man, I can read that to y'all, man. All right. And nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is the appearance of horses as horsemen. So should they run. Like the noise of a chariot on top of a mountain, should they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble. Okay? A strong people set in battle array. Well, what's happening? A flame that devours the stubble. And how is that so? Jacob, a fire. Joseph, a flame. And who's the stubble? And who they going to be devoured? Esau, children. Oh, man, those who love their enemy. Yeah, they love Satan. They love the enemy. They're doing everything for him. And Satan hates them, but he's loving them. Just tell them what they're doing. All right. Before their face, a people should be much pain. All faces should be gathered blackness. They should run like mighty men. They should climb the wall like men of war. They should march everyone on his way. And they should not break their ranks. Neither should they trust one another. Should walk everyone in his paths, and when they should fall upon a sword, they should not be wounded. Well, they tell you all the change and everything come, but we know that those holy angels are coming getting us. All right, so it's an army of holy angels coming get us. They're not going to break their ranks or nothing. They're men of war. No reason why I'm doing that because just say Clyde just been talking about it. Yeah, I want to know your name, man. I want to know what God changed your name to. That's what I want to know. Yeah, I'm waiting on that. You, Jericho, Miss Day, God's going to change your name. All right, he's going to change it. I'm telling you what he's going to do. All right, just let me know when he does it. Yeah, don't tell me. Just tell me I had a dream, and a dream I was such and such, and I know that he has done it. All right. Anyway, so let's get back to it. No, because what you don't understand that he had left everything for us right there. But what happened? We put our trust in Christianity. We put our trust in man, the Son of Man, as he told us not to do. And so what we believed that we was doing the right thing all the time, we was doing the wrong thing. Yeah. They had us believing that we waiting on the false prophets and the false messiahs and all that. And when it's already here and they are part of it. That's what they done. All right. Anyway. No, they got you waiting on some God to fly you with. That broke my heart, man. That woman, she comes up there, boy, and she's so active about it. And you can see how proud and boastful she is, how arrogant she is about it. Yeah, because she thinks she's doing the truth. You know how they can get. That's why Jesus told us humble ourselves. And watch woman 65. That's the name. And talking about that flyaway doctrine. Boy, I just, yeah. Because a lot of people are fall for that. Then she begging for her money and support her channel, subscribe and like and all that foolishness, man. Yeah. But anyway, let's no, let me get back. I'll get off. I'll get off. Anyway, so let's see. All right, so let's go back. I know I went over this with y'all before. Let's go back to the army. All right. He will send his angels from heaven, 64,000 number, having 6 wings. And the voice will move heaven and earth. That's the earthquake. When they praise and give glory, those upon whose forehead is written the name of the Christ, upon the right hand, and it's the seal, both small and great, they will be taken on the wings and moved from wrath. All right. Now the two angels. Now I told you this before. I know some of you already know. Just bear with me. I know a lot of you already know. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. So let's go back. So it says, flame devour before them, behind them a flame burning, and the land is as the garden. So that's Joel chapter 2:3. All right. It says, Gabriel and Uriel would be a column of light before them until they be bring them into the Holy Land, and they will permit them to eat of the tree of life and wear white garments. All right. So as you find in the book of Job, man, I mean, come on, bro. Everything lines up. I don't care what you say. God told you what he's going to do, he's going to do it. Now, the more you humble yourself, just like the sister told me about how she fronts some sundown, Friday, sundown, saying, keeping the covenant day. Well, you think God gonna let you permit you to keep the covenant day, and he's not gonna bless you when you obey his voice, keep his command? He already told you what he's gonna do for you if you obey his voice and keep his command, man. That's why he tell you go to Horeb and learn of the blessings and the curses, the statutes and the judgment, man. No. All right, so that's Joel chapter 2. Because he tells you everything they're going to do. When he coming like a thief in the night. So when those angels and things come and get us, it's like a thief in the night. And that darkness, is that not so? All right, he come in that darkness and take us and bring us into the wilderness. Man. All right. All right. I'm just telling you. Go read it for yourself. Go read it for yourself. Joel, the 2nd chapter. All right. Now, we know all that. No, because I'm just telling you what's going to happen, how it's going to go down. Like that's where we stopped at yesterday. All right. All right. So now, no, I can skip now, can I? All right. So I'm going to skip. All right. All right. Rend your heart and not your garment, and turn unto the Lord your God. No, I guess I have to go back. I'm sorry. So I go back. No, because the Lord already told you what it's going to be. It said, they should run to and fro in the city. Chapter verse 9. They should run to and fro in the city. They should run up on the wall. That's mean climb up on the wall. Into what? Into the houses. And they should enter into the windows like what? Thieves. All right, that darkness come, the angels come and get us and take us. All right. Anyway, they say the earth should shake. The earth should quake before them. The heavens shall tremble, the sun and moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shine. All right then. Okay, that's what he's telling. That's the day of darkness. He comes to get us when that darkness comes. Like thieves in the night. If the world is dark, who gonna see the angels coming? I mean, they light and stuff like that. But people gonna be so scared, people gonna be shaking in their boots wherever they're at. They're going to be hearing these noises and sounds. They're going to be, I read that to y'all. Anyway, let's continue. The Lord shall utter his voice from his army. So we know what the army is. From his camp is very great, for he is strong to execute his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide in it? Okay, then. So this fly away doctrine, people. So the Lord tell you he's going to be there and utter his army in his voice right there. Does that sound like you coming to break the sky, man? Well, my people that be telling, oh, one day, no, I can't say my mom. But the pastor and preacher will tell, well, he's going to come and break the sky like in the morning, shine like in the morning. He's going to come and get us and fly us away to heaven. How many times I've heard that lie? Yeah, that's a lie. And we're going to be in heaven ever with the Lord. Lord, they're going to be in heaven. All right, let's continue on. No, because that woman watched woman 65. Boy, I heard that woman say that, boy, and she gets so proud and puffed up. And boy, I'm a Christian. I'm doing this. I'm doing. And doing nothing with the Lord God said. You just like all the rest of walk across the stage with their fine raiment. No. Let's get to that. No. Now, therefore also now says, Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. So we know what that is already. I don't know why I'm talking to today, because we know that. Because that's what we did. When we turn, we love him with all our heart, soul, and might, right? Okay, so what is a true fast? We go to chapter harvest, getting rid of everything of this world. All right, that's a true fast. Then with weeping and with mourning. You're not out there celebrating all that food. You're not out there celebrating June 10th. Yeah, because you're weeping and you're mourning. So when you're weeping and with weeping and with mourning, you're not out there with and none of that foolishness, celebrating no holidays, nothing like that. We don't do that. We are the children of the Most High God. We obey His voice, keep His commandments. So we're not with that foolishness. No. Well, let's read the next part. And rend your heart and not your garments. Well, I look at them every morning. I look in the congregation. They look in the same way. Man, that's that. Yeah, I used to be like that also. Yeah. And my heart was far from it. Yeah, my heart was far from it. My heart was on man. And we together this man on the football game, on the basketball game, on the golf on. And yeah, that's the way I was. I'm about to go be so and so, be up on so and so. We're going to do this. We're going to the amusement park and all like that. All right, but I was sitting from the beginning because you're in the church house, you ain't got no business being there from the beginning, for the get-go. It's Sunday, or even if it's the covenant day, Sabbath day, they do the same thing. Yeah. Oh, we can't wait for the covenant over. So then after the covenant was over, they got a little party or something going on. That's where you at, nightclub, wherever. Yeah. Oh yeah, bunch of lies, and they laughing at you, say laughing at you. Yes, he is, because He got you in the palm of His hand, and you think that you're free and you're going to make it into the kingdom in the Garden of Eden. How you going to make it in there and you believing and trusting in lies and you ain't doing nothing what the Most High taught us to do and told us and left us to do? Come on, man. All right. And rend your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your God. For He is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and great kindness, and repenting Him of the evil that is that. Repenting Him of the I'm just reading this, bro, because this is just no, this is the Jews version. That's what it is. This is the Jews version where they have abridged the law. All right, and how they are separated. Because when you start reading the other books and putting it all together, you see exactly what they've done, how they've done it, and why they've done it. And this all about you never know, get to know who you truly are and your power. And then they got the pastor, preacher, the teacher, Satan's over them, and they twist and turn the gospel, turn the what they call it, the New Testament any way they want, and get you to believe in everything, and then you be so far from the truth. Yeah, but now we have repented, and so we coming back to full knowledge of the truth. And don't worry about what they say. I know they're gonna attack me sooner or later because they're gonna get tired. Yeah, because they're gonna see it trickling. Now God does things. It's a seed. First you plant it, then you water it, and then He gives the increase. And sooner or later, people gonna start getting the message, start hearing it, and they're gonna start seeing people with power. People leaving those that wood and stone in those prison houses, and they're gonna find out they're gonna go to the HOI people. No, he's not the people. They're gonna go to the they're gonna go to IUID. He's not the people. They're gonna go to all those new days. Then they're gonna find out, say they're separated. They're all over the world, just like He said they was gonna be. And they're doing this power all over the world, and people catch the fire all over the world. They're learning that there are certain type of angels, and certain type of power. I'll listen to Jesus Jason Moore. But we going there. Talking about when Elijah, no, both of them did it. Made the woman go get all that oil, and they put that oil in it, and it just kept going. They don't know nothing about that. I didn't either, because all you did was going about what they read in the scripture, and then they put the imagination into it, still go try to seek and find out because He had left it. They didn't find out what truth they have with that. All right. Because we are some blessed people. We don't have to do like they do. We don't. You got to remember where this come from. Remember yesterday when I told you about the 7 plagues, the 7 years, and how each year what was going to happen. Well, that's where you at. But we're not going to be here. No. I already told you that the Most High come to get us and bring us into the wilderness. The law, the word of God comes. I just didn't read that to you. All right. Anyway, all right. Who know if he will return and repent and leave a blessing behind him, even a meat offering, the frank offering to the Lord your God. Go to trouble in Zion, sanctify, fast, and call a solemn assembly. All right. Gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, and those that suck the breast. Let the bridegroom come forth of his chamber, and the bride out of her closet. So we know who the bridegroom is, and we know who's the bride. Right? The church, the woman. Go read, it's in the chapter of harvest. All right. No, because you need to know these things. These things got to get away from that Christianity or voodoo, or whatever those isms that you're in and all those religions and denominations. You got to return back to your creator. When I just been reading that in the book of pathology. When after the law, God created man in his own image, he worshiped man. Did he not? All right. Then after he worshiped man, he let man know who he was. He's certain type of angel, certain type of power. And he had made it so. Come on, bro. No. When and he told you this. I forgot what book I read this in. No, he told him, say, I can tell Satan everything. And so when Satan got mad and everything, and I ain't serving no man and left all. Yeah, when he found out he had no power over man, boy, he was shocked. Yeah, he was shocked. All of them shocked when they find out that they don't have no power, just like I read to you the testament. When you learn who have power over them, but we know that Jesus had power and he gave us power over all of it. Yes, he had. Yes, he did. But we don't want to see our power because we doing like Satan. Oh, we not worshiping you. Yeah, that's what you're doing. All right, go ahead, clap. That's what they're doing. All right, anyway. Let's continue on. Let the priest, the minister of the Lord, weep between the porch and the altar. Let them say, spare thy people, O Lord, give not their heritage to reproach, that the heathen shall rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their God? And so, are not the heathen ruling over us? All right, then. Are they serving the bridegroom? Are they blessing the bridegroom? Are they blessing the bride? That's Israel. They're not doing it. Because if they were doing it, then we wouldn't be having this conversation that we're here. We'd be with the Lord. All right, then would the Lord be jealous for his land and pity his people? Yet the Lord would answer, say unto his people, behold, I will send you corn, wine, oil, and you shall be satisfied therewith, and I will no more make you a reproach among the heathens. Is that all right? So that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting for the reproach among the heathens. Well, we know what the wine is, we know what the oil is, and we have returned back and we're receiving all this. Okay, well, spiritually, we are. You know, we got two things now, spiritually and physically. That's what we're doing. And I will remove forth from the northern arm, I'll drive the land barren and desolate. Okay, face towards the sea, and the hinder part out with the utmost part of the sea, and his face shall come up. And ill Savior shall come up because he had done great things. Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, the Lord will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, the pasture of the wilderness do spring up the tree bearing her fruit, the fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. Now we know when we go to 2, 4, and 3, 4 cards, we know what those things are. All right, because we know it's a physical thing, we know it's a spiritual thing, we know it's holy, we know it's a righteous thing. But we leave that part out. Now we're going to see, I'm going to show it to you. No, we're going to get deeper into this. Because we know all this is going to happen again. We have read it, we have been through it, and we know all this is going to happen again. Because when we go read the prophets of Father Abraham, they tell you that it was going to happen 4 times. And the one that I'm reading to you is the 3rd time. All right, then so you got one more time for it to happen. No, I mean, Be glad, you children of Zion, rejoice, the Lord is your God. He has given you the former rain mild, and he will cause to come down to you the rain, the former and the latter rain in the 1st month. Now, that's another thing. Yeah. I forgot that. The first month. You know why he said the first month? Do you know? When we came out of, I didn't read this to you before. Out of what's the 12th chapter of Leviticus, I think, or Exodus. I'm not going to look for it. When we came out of that, when we came out of Egypt, and he told Moses to tell us, let this be the first day. And that first day starts what? Passover. All right. That's what he told you. The first day, the first month, is we celebrated when we came out of the land of bondage. Oh, come on, man. Why y'all gonna make me go get that? Come on, man. That's one of the easiest days. Yeah, our land looks terrible. We know that we're not, but we're gonna get back in our land, but that land gotta get worse before it get better. All right, hold up. Let me get this to you. Now I gotta do it now. Y'all just they go to places that thing that y'all should already know. All right. Okay. I don't worry, but the lesson gonna have to start in a few minutes. No, it's not the lesson. This is from yesterday. All right, here we go. No, let me get it. Let me get it. First day, right? First day. Let's say first day. Because he told Moses and them that he told when we came out of bondage, he told him that this the first day of Passover. Oh, man, he told him that this be the first day. In the first month, before to get hold on, let me see. I know it's chapter 12. Yeah, that's when we start the all right, here we go. Because everything, when you read stuff like that, it's already written down. You just have to find out, go back and find out what he's talking about. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, Exodus chapter 12. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month should be you the beginning of months, and it should be the first month of the year to you. All right, then. So that was the first month and the first day. Exodus chapter 12, verse 2. Okay, I'm just telling you, man, because I really want to get out of this book. But I have to go over a little bit because we know that these things are going to take place. All right, now I don't want you to say, well, nobody never told us this, and then, yeah, all right. So I'm just telling you what's going on. So in the first month and the first day, we know that's Passover. All right. No. Well, they want you to worship Juneteenth, and Lord God didn't give us that day to worship. He gave us this day. Passover is the day that we worship Him when we came out of sleep. And that's going to happen again. Come on, bro. Well, let's read it then. He tell you what it is going to be. No. We don't know the exact day, the exact hour. We do not know that. We do not know that. Oh, man, we don't know that. But we do know that whenever it happens, He's going to start anew. That's going to be the beginning of what? The eighth. Come on. That's going to be the beginning of the eighth generation. That's going to be the beginning of the eighth day. Whenever that does take place, we know that is the beginning. And second address, Esau going to be stubble, right? That is the ending. All right, then Jacob is what? The beginning. That's the beginning of the new. No. I gotta get to the lesson. And then, it's the covenant day. We know we usually don't be this long on covenant day. Okay. Anyway, let's just keep going. All right, I'm just giving it to you because you need to know. You need to know these things. So when these people, because they're gonna be trying to be very persuasive. If I didn't know the truth, and I was listening to Watch Woman 65, and the way she make it so adamant and so profound with it, you'll fall in this. Because you gotta remember, he had been given Azazel the way, Azazel, he had given him the will and the way. So everybody that listened to them and agree with them falls up under that will and the way that he has given. That's why these people in the church houses agree with these people fall up under that sorceries and those spells. I was under that too. Yeah, because I was agreeing with them not knowing the truth. But now we have the knowledge of God. So they can never do it. Come on, bro. I just told you that. I told you once you start having the knowledge of God, knowing God, and obeying his voice and keep his commandments, all right, then all this foolishness can never have control over you. I just read that to you the other day. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. I'll see. All right. Give not thy heritage to reproach that the heathen shall rule over them. So we know that can happen. All right. Then would the Lord be jealous for his land and pity his people. Yet the Lord would answer say unto his people, behold, I was seeking my and read all that too. All right, I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen. That's where you are at now on the timeline. Your power and everything he restoring unto you. But I will remove far off from you the northern arm and will drive into the land barren and desolate. All right, so all that gonna happen. Yeah, we know all that's gonna happen. All right. No, because all those days they say, I will remove far off you the northern army and will drive them to the land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea and the hinder parts towards the utmost sea. And his stank, see, that's the clue right there. His stank shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up because he had done great things. Okay, because great things he done what? Okay, so Lord God destroyed them all. All right, so they're going to be dead. Oh, man, a third part of the sea going to dry up. All right, all that going to be dried up, man. They're going to read the apocalypse of Elijah. All right, if they don't have no water, what's going to happen? All right, and all those men on the ship, all those ships on the ocean, and the water dried up, what's going to happen to them? Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pasture and the wilderness do spring, for the tree beareth her fruit, the fig tree, the vine do yield strength. So because once I told you that, all the other stuff falls in line, but we're gonna get deep into all this. I'm just wiping the surface right now, because I can't even scratch the surface. No, man, when I read that, when he gave me, I know all you're doing is wiping the surface. We're gonna get deeper into it. All right. So what he said, be glad then, ye children of Zion, rejoice in the Lord your God. So that's what we're doing. All right. Oh man, we went all the way back. He will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain, the latter rain, the first month. So we already know that. All right. So we know that. We can't say that is Passover, because we already showed us how he done last time. Because there's going to be a new heaven, a new earth. We're going to be gone. No, I ain't talking about now. Forgive me for saying that. I know that's going to happen, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when the 8th day starts. All right, when the 8th day, the 8th day, the 8,000 years start. That's going to be the what? The first day of the first month when that starts. But nobody knows when that starts. Nobody knows when that starts. Man, come on, bro. We know everything. We don't know that. Those two things we do not know. When the 8th day starts. The floor should be full of wheat. The fat should overflow of wine and oil. And I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten the king of caterpillar. All right. No. All right. You should eat plenty. No, because when you read this, that's 26. Then you go all the way back up to verse no. Wait a minute. Yeah. Verse 3. Go all the way back up to verse 3. And it tells you, said, the land is as a garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. All right, so we know he's destroying everything. We can go to this book here, the Apocalypse, Testament of 12 Patriarchs. He said on the day when Israel repent, that's the day that the kingdom of the heathen come to an end. All right, okay then, so that's going to be destroyed. Apocalypse of Father Elijah. It's in there. It's in there. All right. I just want to let you know, because I really don't supposed to be. I just read this because That's where we stopped at yesterday. All right. I'm scratching my head, man. I'm telling you, boy, this thing wearing me out. Yeah, because you have all that combing and all that. I comb my hair. I don't comb my hair, pick it out. Yeah, because you can't let it. No, you can't let it. You can't let it. What they call that? Knot up. No, they don't call it that. When they do the dreadlock, lock up. You can't let it lock up. That's in book of Ecclesiastes. And so you just comb it, wash it, and that's it. Until the next time you take a bath or whatever, you comb it, wash it, and that's it. All right. But now, right there, every now and then it gets tender in that one spot, boy, you can't really touch it. You can't do nothing. Yeah. You can't do nothing, but it's worth it. Every bit of it worth it. But anyway, so now we know what's going on. Go read the apostles of Paul, the vision of Paul. Go read it, man. Because I'm regurgitating the same thing over and over to you, but we have to move on. We grow in grace, and we got to get our power back, and then we got to know how to use our power and how to call upon our power. And so that's what we're really going at. And this here, I'm just going over this here. Man, because there's still got people out there believing that fly away doctrine. The Most High don't want you to get caught up in that no more. He wants you to understand. He wants you to know the truth, exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to take place. All right, because they tell you about the 3 days of darkness, but they didn't tell you what's going to happen in that darkness. Okay, we already know that when that darkness comes down here, some people dying in their place, dying before idols, dying in the church out and all like that. But we didn't know. I just found out the reason, just like you. We didn't know that in that darkness, when Jesus said he's coming like a thief in the night, we didn't know that in that darkness, that's when those angels come to get us, man. I just read that to you. All right. No. Because we grow, you know, the more we humble ourselves, the more he reveals unto us. And he told us, before the day comes, you're going to reveal unto his prophets, the saints and the saints, the mysteries and the secrets of what's going on. Okay, so is that not happening? All right. I mean, all I can do is give it to you as given it unto me. All right. But anyway, let's keep on going because I want to get to the lesson. Okay. No. All right. There should be eat plenty and satisfy and praise the name of the Lord our God. We're doing that now. And you should know that I am in the midst of Israel, and I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people should never be ashamed. We're doing that right now. It should come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your young men should dream. All right, so that's happening now. And also your servants and upon your handmaids know that I pour out my spirit. So we know that because that's where your power comes from. You got to have the spirit. You got to have the Holy Ghost in you. That's not the spirit. You got to have it. All right? Because if you don't have it, you ain't got nothing. And I will show wonders in heaven and in the earth, blood, fire, and the pillars of smoke. The sun should be turned into darkness, the moon into blood, before the great terrible day of the Lord comes. So those things. Because there's a lot of things, like I went over this before, a lot of things to turn it into darkness. All right, you can have volcanoes go off, things hitting the moon, things, they have a whole lot of stuff going on, man. So we know that. All right, it should come to pass that whosoever should call upon the name of the Lord should be delivered. For in Zion and Jerusalem should be deliverance, as the Lord has said, in his remnant whom the Lord shall call. So that's where we're going to be at. All right, so let's go to the 3rd chapter. I'm just going there because that's where we started out yesterday, man. We finished yesterday. That's where we finished up yesterday. Yeah, because they're not preaching and teaching it. They're preaching that pride in the sky and that evangelical doctrine and that all that foolishness, man. Yeah, prosperous gospel and all that. Well, you got to already remember what Jesus said. When this gospel is preached, then the end should come. And this is the gospel that we are preaching. All right, and then this gospel is not talking about the end. They're not talking about me. I'm telling you, they're not preaching that gospel. They preaching, all right. Anyway, I'm just telling you. No, I was going to say the right conservative gospel. That's what they preach. Behold, in those days, chapter 3, behold, in those days I will bring up again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. So our captivity is going to come to an end. I will also gather all nations, will bring them down the valley of Jehoshaphat. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. Yes, that's what they have done. They kicked us out of the land. We're not in the land, we're in slavery, in the captivity, scattered through the folk on the earth. Are we not? All right then. And they had part of the land among themselves. And you go over there. No, when I went over there, I had to show my passport to these people. And I'm looking at these people. Looking at these people and say, man, what is this? You know, but I'm over there and I'm being obedient to the word of God. All right. And no, because that land, that country is for because of us. And we know how we look. We know we do not look like Esau. All right. There's a big distinction between it. So when you see all those people of color over there, then you see Esau over there, then you know something is wrong. Just like we over in this country. And we'll be in Europe in this country and you see us over there, then you know something's wrong. All right. All right. That's why they anyway, let me continue. I also gather all the nations and bring them down to, so we're going now. We'll get there tomorrow or whenever we get there. That's where the lesson is going. To reveal these things for you, and because he have done these things before, and he's going to do them again. But we know that we're scattered throughout all the nations. And our land has been parted. We go to Testament 12 Petra, we told you that that was going to happen. That's according to the prophets. All right. Okay, I'm just telling you. And they have cast lots for my people, have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Is that not so? Okay. Well, you see, yeah, they have, yeah. And what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zion? So we know who that is. And all the coasts of Palestine. Will you recompense? No, would you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. So we're going to get deeper into that tomorrow. Hopefully, during the lesson. But I don't know what they're going to do. They're planning something for, man, you're planning something for them. You don't want that lesson to go out. No, especially when I'm talking about and reveal unto them how they gave you Juneteenth and how these people worship Juneteenth and they aren't supposed to do nothing. But you think she's going to repent? You think she's the same way that they praised her and gave her all the accolades for getting Juneteenth paid? And when she find out the truth, is she going to get up there and say, well, I was wrong? We supposed to be keeping the covenant day, the Sabbath day. If you think she's going to do that? Or any one of the people that are going along, you think they're going to do that? Because you have taken my silver, my gold, and have carried them to your temples, my good and pleasant things. I'll get deep into that also. The children also, Judah and Jerusalem, children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you may remove them from their borders. The whole hour was raised out of the place where you have sold them, and I return your recompense on your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters to the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans, a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Okay. Because that's what they're doing now. They never stop selling slaves and slave trade. No, you over here in America and they're doing that to you right now over here in this country, but you don't see it that way. When the law of God, and I read that to you the other day, and I told these pastors, preachers, teaching all that, you are merchandise to them. That's what they're doing. So when they accumulate so many names and your credit card information, all those information, they sell it to other people. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you what they're doing, bro. All right, because you need to know these things. Lord God wants you to have what? The knowledge of God and not reject the knowledge, because He wants you to know everything, because, man, yeah, it's going to get terrible. It's getting that way now. Just like I told you about that virus and everything, when that was going to come out, how it was going to mutate. It's not really mutating. They're telling you that it's mutating. They have always been that way. Oh, bro. Oh, man. Anybody with common sense, anybody with common sense, I would say common sense, would know that if you're preparing something for somebody, special inoculation, that they're going to come up with a cure for that. And so you make it so when they come up with the same thing they think is curing it, that's the same thing that's making them mutate. And that's what they're doing. But you don't see it that way. No, no, that's your enemy. That's how your enemy plays. So, well, you know they're gonna find a cure for that. Don't worry. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have it so that they think it's a cure, but it really is changing it and making it something else. Again, when they get the other ones there, they're gonna change it and make it something else, and we're gonna keep on doing that. And they show you that on the screen when they show you all those little parts and they tell you it's attacking and what it's gonna do when it's attacked. That's what they're doing. No, it's not about that, man. That's God. Yeah, God reward them according to their own deeds. Okay. Because we're not into that. We're not taking no one thing and hoping to cure that thing and turn it out. God's children are not doing that. We know that we are angels with certain type of power and certain type of things. God has made certain type of promise unto us, and He keeps those promises. So we're not worried about nothing changing whatever it's doing, because we're not taking it from the beginning. Come on, bro. All right, we don't have the mark, the image, or nothing of the beast on. Why? Because we still have the mark of our Father as He has given us ever since the beginning. Man, I just been reading that to you in the book of mythology, man. The gospel of mythology. All right. All right. No, mythology, I gave you all that. The mark, the image, and we're not serving or worshiping that mark or the image because we're not taking it. All right. I'm just giving it to you like as He has given it unto me. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong. Now, this is for y'all. This is for y'all, what I'm telling you. So y'all didn't get your swords. I had got let's say plowshare. I had got tell you what the Lord God gave me. He gave me pruning hooks, and He gave me the shears. What you call them shears? When they're pruning hooks and the pruning shears. I got both of them. Yeah, yeah. Of course, you know I got spears. Yeah, I got spears. All right. Let the weak say, assemble yourself, come all ye heathen, gather yourself together round about. Thither cause the mighty one to come down, O Lord. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. We're going to get into that. But there will I sit and to judge all the heathen round about. So that's the day of judgment for who? For the whole world. All the heathen. Put in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats are full, the wickedness. All right, for their wickedness is great. So we know all about that. But when you go to the book of Revelation, they come out their cloud. The first one come out the cloud, and they put in the sickle, and He gathered the harvest. And the second one come out the cloud, He put in the sickle, and then that blood flow. Okay, well, that's where it's found. Then go read this there. I read it to you before. Multitude in the valley of the city. Well, because as you go along, the more you read, the more you study, the more your holy angel come and minister, the more your minister angel come and minister. It show you and teach you these things. You don't know everything at once because He had made it that. We go to the second book of Esdras. He told you He does not give us everything at once. Okay, because we want us to retain these things. Because I don't stop and tell you that there are few scriptures I'd say this is Psalms 119, verse 67 or something. Very few I say that to because I'm not into all of that. All right. Do you ever got an alien got I'm laughing, yes, I'm laughing. Yeah. I had gotten think 3 or 4. Yeah, you wake up and you have it in your hand. Or you see somebody else with them. Yeah, I got them. Yeah, I got them. Yeah. Yeah, you having a dream. I had, I mean, we went over that yesterday, how our dreams are similar. So, yeah, no, I'm not, I don't draw it down. I'm not going to describe it to you. No, I'm not doing that. I'm maybe I have done it in old videos, but I haven't learned them. Yeah, because they are listening to you. And if you give them a certain type of design, a certain type of plan, well, they can go from there. But these, oh yeah, man, I had it in my head and shot people and seeing with other people that shoot them and totally disintegrate. Nothing but on the ground but dust and ashes. And you wouldn't even know it. No, don't have the oil spot like they show it on television and stuff like that. No, don't have none of that. It'd be dust, just be dust. And you go there and just wave your hand and you blow it away. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's why I laughed. I forgot about how many alien guns that I have received. Alien weapons. Okay, anyway, let's continue on. Assemble yourself. I forgot. Yeah, anyway, assemble. I had it in other videos, my other videos I had it in, but I just had forgotten about it. Because now, I ain't gonna tell you. We're going to go over it tomorrow, hopefully. All right. Let the heathen awake and come down to the valley. No, why we put that? Multitude, the valley of the city, for the day of the Lord is near the valley of the city. I told you about that. The sun and moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shine. I've seen all that. Yeah, the moon was confounded and turned to dark, and the sun did not get off a light. But the mark of the beast. All right, forgive me. All right, I gotta tell you about the mark of the beast. I look like we ain't gonna get to the lesson today. The mark of the beast. When the Lord God showed me the mark of the beast, it came from England, because I told you they had the what they call that? The coat of arms. They had the coat of arms, and they had a dragon and they had a lion on one side. They had a dragon on one side and they had a lion on the other side. But I think the wings was removed from the lion. All right, then they had a coat of arms. That's what the Lord God showed me years ago in the vision. And so when he showed me that in the vision, that's when I knew that that the mark of the beast was going to come from England, because I didn't know the coat of arms, but I know that was for Great Britain and England. I know that. So that's, and you can see now they started. They got a passport that you got to have, and they have already started. Wait to see what class it. I always have a dream that I have a gun, run fast, jump high, and get straight. See, I always have a dream. I have dreams that I can run fast, jump high with great strength. I told you, y'all, man, what you want to say? You waiting on your name. I have even had dreams where fire comes out of my hands, trying to figure out what that means. Come on, it's easy, man. That's one of the most easy things. All right. You have power in your hands. You have power in your hands. You are powerful being. You're an angel, man, with certain type of power. How many times have I told you that? All right, well, if you want a specific name, he's going to tell you, all you got to do obey his voice, keep his commandments, and don't move from that. Don't try to do like I did, being a damn fool, going out there and get preacher's license and sitting on the pulpit and think about getting to church and doing all that. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. You wait upon him. And then when you wait upon him, you're going to be tried. You're definitely going to be tried, because the Satan's going to try to give you monies and everything for you to start at. Man, you know how many times to dream what the name of your church is going to be and all that. Now, I ain't going for all that. When you obey his voice, keep his commandment, I'm going to go over that with y'all tomorrow. That's what we do. We wait on him to tell us what to do next. If we find ourselves in a certain place, we know that he put us there for a certain reason. And that's what we do. All right, but we have power from up on high. The Lord God showed you over and over again that he has given you certain type of power and certain type of strength. So when no. When I was getting these type of dreams, now y'all know y'all got me off. Oh, let me finish this, and now then I'll get a little deeper into y'all. Let me just finish this. All right. Because this is our seed. So the mark of the beast have been started and they're coming out of England. As I told you before, it's going to come out of Great Britain or England, whatever they call it. And that's where the mark was coming out and they have already started. And I told you that's what he showed me. He showed me the false prophet. He showed me the mark of the beast coming out of England because he showed me that they sealed with the dragon, the dragon and the lion. He showed me that. Then he showed me a yellow bird. Yeah, a yellow chicken, a ravenous bird is a chicken, man. Chicken eat anything. I mean, I don't know the type of chickens I have right now. But yeah, you leave them chickens out there and you can have a whole yard full of grass. And enough chickens come by, they're gonna eat it all. Yeah, so and some people tell you how the chickens are. And so he showed me a ravenous bird from the east, and then he showed me China. They're all in cahoots together, man. These leaders losing control. And they're trying to get you to do everything. It's a design plan of the devil. And we know that, I read that to you, how Satan is over these leaders. Man, come on, brother. People they got you worshiping a holiday, and that you know that it's not the Most High. All right, then that gets you off your mind off for what? Other things. It's a design plan, bro. Don't fall for it. But anyway, wait a minute. Now, the Lord also shall roll out of Zion, and out his voice from Jerusalem. Heaven and earth shall shake. The Lord shall be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. All right. Well, you tell you had strength and everything. Well, that right there tells you that you know that you're a child of Israel. Okay. I mean, let me finish this. I'll get into it, people. I'll tell you exactly what I did and how I found out certain things. So shall you know that I am the Lord your God dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. So when the people tell you about rapture doctrine, don't believe it, because Lord God, He's going to restore us back into our country, back into our land. And we're going to be with him. And we're going to be where? In Zion, where he's going to be at. I'm the Lord your God dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. That's where he at. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. So when you go to the book of Revelation, it tell you how we're going to be in our land. But I'm going to read some of that. Hopefully I get to that to you tomorrow on how our land was. Man, we were beautiful in our land before all this foolishness started. Because every time we start dwelling peaceful, they're going to bring up something else. Because that's the whole thing, is keep you out of your righteousness and out of your holiness. That's what it's about, man. Because when they get you out of your righteousness and holiness, Satan got you. Yeah, God do he have you. Anyway, it should come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine and hills, well, we know it's going to be like paradise. I just read that. The rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountains shall come forth out of the house of the Lord, and shall the waters in the valley shall. So I told you, yeah, I saw the house. I saw it after the great earthquake, and I saw that water flowing out that rock. Boy, that water came out that rock so peaceful. Then, boy, about the time it got to the valley, boy, it was like a raging river going on its way to Jerusalem. Boy, I see that, boy. But I didn't know at the time with me. I just said, man, look how peaceful that is, how beautiful that is. Oh, Lord God showed me so much. I hope he showed y'all the same thing too, bro. I really do, man. Yeah, it's a blessing to see those things, bro. It really is. Egypt should be a desolation. So we know about Egypt, what they're doing. They're doing that now, where they're taking those dead mummies and sarcophaguses and everything and putting them in the tomb, making the temple for them. And they're doing, yeah, I just told you about the enchantment that they did. They're doing it, bro. Come on, man. They're taking the sperm and stuff. Oh, man, I just read that to you. What would you think they're doing then? Come on, bro. I just read that to you. Let me read it to you. I'm going to tell you what he said. He said, but how I answered thee, for I art the son of a man, where I was born an angel seed. It took the angel seed, so you know what that is. By a daughter of man. All right, so the demon, the fallen angel made it what a woman, what a man. Come on, brother, daughter of man. I ain't going there. Go read it for yourself. That's what they're telling you. The fallen angels came down. The book of Enoch, and how they took the wives for themselves. That's what he's telling you. Oh man, let's continue on. No, because I'm going over there. I'm going over there with you. We're gonna get deeper into that. Yes, we are. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. That they have never stopped. All right. Wait a minute. All right. So Egypt. So we know what they're doing in Egypt. All right. And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. So we know what Edom and Esau are the same people, and that's where those people over there claiming they say they're Jews, but they're not. And the Jew, we learned that the Jewish people, the real Jews, are Esau children that had truly repented. Come on, bro. I read that to you. All right. Anyway, so we know that. So that's all the true Jews. But those, no, we're not Jewish. Israel, God's chosen people. But wherever we went at, the Jews was always well, true Jews. Come on, bro. I told you how that happened. Okay. The Jews came about when Father Abraham, when the covenant came down, the flesh covenant came down. All right. Isaac was even born. Israel was even born then, bro. Come on, man. That's why he said, I call Israel my firstborn. Okay, so who was born first? Isaac, right? And for him came through who? Israel. Anyway, no. Let's just go because the time is running short. You know that this is a short day. God loves y'all, man. Y'all gonna be shocked and see how much he loves y'all. Some of y'all, but I know some of y'all gonna be real shocked. All right, so Edom should be a desolate wilderness. So we know he's destroying all this. But the violence against the children of Judah, that's us. All right, so when you go to the prophets of Father Abraham, he tells you this. Man, I read this to you too many times, bro. Too many times I have read to you. All right, well, what do he say? He say, for the violence against the children of Judah. All right, have they not enslaved us and ill-treated us? Well, the June 10th, what is that about? Their holiday they're going to be celebrating the heathen today. All right, well, let's read what he said. Therefore, see, lo, thy seventh generation fall. No. Therefore, hear, O Abraham, and see, lo, thy seventh generation shall go with thee, and they shall go out into a strange land, the heathen land, strange, and they shall enslave them and ill-treat them. Right? Okay, then. As it was the hour of the age of ungodliness. All that's happening right now. But he look what he say. But the nation who they shall serve, I will judge. All right, then. But the violence against the children of Judah. Has that not happened? All right. Okay, I'm just letting you know. All right. Because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Is that not so? Well, all right. Okay, then. Well, come on, bro. Come on, brother. Last innocent blood that I know of is George Floyd. That's his name. Okay. But they didn't kill other people since then. They hung other people, shot people down. All right. And they're not doing that. You're looking at him, but you don't see what they're doing in South Africa, where we're at all over the world. I just finished telling you about that sweet country I saw about Australia. They're doing it in Australia. They're doing it down in Brazil. They tell you about what they've done in Argentina. Come on, bro. All over the world they have done unto that. And then you got our people doing it to our people also. All right, you go to Hades. Then you go to the other place, Puerto Rico and all that. Okay. I'm just telling you, but let's continue on. All right, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. So that's where we're going to be at. But I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion. All right, I just want to know. I just want to let you know. Okay, but he's on. No. Now let's see what we got up here. I'm just telling you, bro. That's Lord God telling you that, man. Come on, bro. I don't have no control over that. Why you, Lady Day, you getting ready to go ham? I don't know what you said. All right. No, don't retract it. Whatever you said, good or bad, I want to hear. When you have a chance, can you give me the verse saying that those that teach people to fly will be sent to fly to Hades? No, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but let me give it to the place, because that's two different things that you're talking about. All right. No, because you're a guy? Well, why you got gay down there? I don't see your picture, man. I don't see your picture. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. No, no, that's how it looks. They want you to appear that way. That's what they do. Yeah. They want you to appear that way, man. Yeah. Don't put nothing past your enemy because it's blurry. It doesn't come like, see, like Clyde. I see Clyde real good. Yeah, but Clyde, I don't know. Clyde telling me everything. Clyde been telling me you can run fast, you can jump high with great strength. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be going now. I don't find yours, Dave. What's your name? What's your first name? No, no. Just tell me what you can do. All right, I have two middle names. Elijah Dave, IDK would be why my pick don't work. The pick don't work because you're a powerful angel and you have a special gift and they don't want you, nobody else to know who you are. Just like with Clyde, the same thing with him. No, they don't want you to know. There you go. What you think? You only had one Elijah? That what you think? No. You had Elisha too. They have Elisha there. Elijah, what Elijah did, we're going to get to that. They had priests. No, this just didn't happen. They had priests that was teaching other people how to be prophets and get the power from up on high. And that's what they did. So when you're looking at all these people was connected, like Hosea, Amos, Isaiah, all of which we're going to go with them. All those people was connected, just like y'all listening to me. All right. And so all I'm doing is teaching you what the law of God has given unto me. All right. So that fire and that power is in me. Now you see that it's in you also because you've been having dreams and visions also. And so he's telling you and showing you right there that you have power from up on high and you're a certain type of people with certain type of power. And they don't want you ever to get that. Just like when I called you, I say sister, and you told me that you're man. Well, they're trying to get you to become upset and move or rooted. I ain't listening to them all. They're doing that. That's what they're doing, trying to get you out of your righteousness. Because if you say, all right, that happens. You know, I know they have done things like that to me also. And then, so you don't get mad and upset, and next thing you know, you're getting a blessing from up on high. Why? Because you just had passed a test, passed a trial where you didn't get mad or get angry. You see, that's what they're doing, bro. I mean, we're going to go over it tomorrow. We're going to get deeper into that. But let me find out your verse. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what the Lord God named. He might not name you Elijah, he might name you something else. But I want to know. Yeah, I want to know. That's indeed who I want to know. Because he loves you. And if he loves you and you obey the voice, keep the commandment, don't worry about what you've done in the past. It's not about what you. It's all about overcoming. Because he told and taught us that all our fathers went through something. And our fathers came out of those names. They became perfect in all their ways. There was gold trying to find. This is just like me. All right. Anyway, no, let's get to I'm going to post it. No, I won't give it to you. I won't post to where you can find that because it's in No, I'm not posting. I'm going to tell you exactly where you find it. Okay, it's in the Apocryphal of Father Abraham. That's in this book. Prophets of Father Abraham. All right, because it tells you that a person gonna return with one measure of all his power, and all those that believe in that flyaway doctrine, he's gonna cast them to Hades. All right, let me read it to you then. XX, I'll put that up there for you. With chapters in. Okay. No, because you ain't no you somebody, man. What y'all stop trying? You gotta, just like they convince you to be Christians and all that foolishness, you're somebody, man. You can't, love God, telling you all the time, you're somebody. I'm preparing you to be a part of my army so you can stand in battle, their battle with all your power, with all your weapons of war. That's what's going on, man. And here, no, that's where you find that. That's the chapters, and I'm gonna read it to you. All right. And then I will sound a trumpet out of the air, and will send my elect one, having him all my power one measure. And this one will shall summon my despised people from the nations. All right, I know, don't say it. Don't say I already know. Don't say it. But you also become a part of that. Yeah, we become a part of that. That's not Jesus. Jesus have all power. Jesus is the creator. He have all power in heaven and earth. This is the one person that he have chosen to give this power to. All right. And I will, all right. So, but we know that's what's going on now. We know that the spies are being gathered from folk on earth. Got to be a spiritual thing, man. All right. Well, we know why. All right. And I will burn my despised people from the nations. That's plural. So we all scattered through upon earth and know that they don't love us. That is proven. Okay. And I will burn with fire those who have insulted them and have ruled among them in this age. And I will give those who I have covered with mockery to scorn of the coming age. All right, I'll repeat it. Say, I will burn with fire those who have insulted them. You know we have been insulted. We have ruled among them in this age. So we know all that can happen. Because they enslaved you. When they I explained it to you. If you've been enslaved, that's a rule. They have been ruled among you. Okay. And this age. So we know we're in the last age. And I will give those who have covered me with mockery to scorn of the coming age. That's right. And I have prepared them to be food for the fire of Hades. All right. For the fire of Hades, for careless flight to and fro in the air in the underworld beneath the earth. Is that it? I know it. I know that's it. Yeah, I know. I'm not finished. I'm just not under the sea. All right. To and fro in the air in the underworld beneath the earth, the body filled with worms. For all them shall they see the righteousness of the Creator, those namely who have chosen to do my will, and those who have openly kept my commandments. And they shall rejoice with joy over the downfall of men who still remain, who have followed the idols and their murderers. For they shall be petrified in the body of the evil one Azazel, and be burnt with the fire of Azazel tongue. But I hope that they would come to me. And no, they hope to come to me and not have loved the praises of the strange God. And that's that. You see that woman? I don't care. I don't talk about. You see how she was jumping up and down, so happy, and being praised by who? Esau and them children, the strange gods and everything. Because it can't do nothing for you. All right, I know I got one more for you. I'm gonna post this one. All right, my time ain't up. Oh no, I can time not up. Hold on. Let me give you this. No, because this one is found in Ezekiel chapter 13. That's where it's at. All right, Ezekiel chapter 13. Man, don't be fooled with that flyaway doctrine. I'm telling you, God cannot lie. He said he's gonna do it. We know that now. Yeah, God cannot lie. For Ezekiel chapter 13. That's where it's found there. All those who cause my people to fly, that flyaway doctrine. Huh? That's what it is. Wait a second. No, all right. All right, it's two verses. I mean, all right, it works. Let's see how I can put it there. Oh man, that's a long one. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can hurry up and get it. Because it's good. It's good for you to know these things. So if people can't come to you with their foolishness, you can tell them where it's at. And then when you tell them, it's in the Bible, I don't read that book. That book's not the Holy Bible. That's not God's word. That's what they're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell it to you. But don't worry about that. Don't go backwards and forward with them. Once you give it to them, that's it. You let the holy angels take care of that, because now you know who you are and know that you have power from up on high, and you don't have to go through that foolishness. backwards and forwards with them. All right. Yeah. Don't do it, bro. No, don't do it. I look at it, it breaks my heart. And then, you know, I had to got a little deeper into it, like I was, a little deeper than what I was before. And y'all gonna get deeper into it too, because you have gotten me deeper into it. And so when you get a little deeper, more into it, you're gonna be saying, man, that's who I am. That's what type of power I have. Yeah, he's gonna show it to you. He's gonna show you the power that he has given. They had given to the other people. I'll show it to you. Show it to me. Yeah, I love it. I love him. Oh man. Let's see. Forgive me. I don't know what I did. I did something. Let's see. All right. Oh, I have it's my fault. All right, wait a minute. That it should not. All right, let's see. Copy. Cut. No, because he had I want to make sure I got it right. All right. Now, no, let's go. No, let's go because we get into your power and how to use your power and where your power come from. So we know that the power comes from up on high. But what they're not teaching us and telling us that just like when those apostles and everybody went out, well, we know that Elijah had went and got Elisha. But they're not telling you that they had prophets before that. They had somebody to teach Elijah, and they had prophets before him. Man, these people, them prophets were powerful, bro. I'm telling you, man, when you get deeper into it, man, that's why I told you go type in V. Solomon in the sacred text. Yeah, don't do worldwide search. Just go to the sacred text and type in V. Solomon. And then when you type in V. Solomon. And then when you type that in, then it's gonna come up. And then when you come up there, it's like all the prophets started with it started off with King David. And then I started with King Solomon. But it starts with King David, then it go all the way down. Yeah, man, it's in there, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's some powerful. It just fill in the little gaps that we don't know. The biblical account of the prophet Elijah for his life and work during the reign of Ahab and his son Joram give but a faint idea of the personage whose history begins with Israel's sojourn in Egypt, and when Israel, under the leadership of the Messiah, shall have taken up his abode in Palestine. Now you understand when they talk about Palestine, if you go over there in that land, you see where they had parted and divided the land. And on one side, they call that side the Israeli side, Israel side. And then on the other sides and stuff, then that's what they do. They didn't go in that land to live with these people. They went in that land to take over these people and make these people slaves as they have done. Oh yeah, when every time they get ready for start a war, these people they go. When them demons tell them, say, well, you need to go kill so many different people and you got to do it in such and less time, they go do it. Well, yes, they do, man. They're still in contact with those demons. Well, I will show it to you. I'm about to show it to you. All right. The scripture tells us only the name of Elijah's home, but it must be added that he was a priest, identical with Phoenix. Phoenix. You know, the one that took the one that took and put the spear through the woman and the man at the same time when they was going in the house of the Lord in the tent. All right. The priest zealous for the honor of God distinguished himself on the journey through the desert, played a prominent role against the times of the judges. Elijah's first appearance in the period of the kings was his meeting with Ahab in the house of Hiel and said Bethlehem, because you know they always change names. I put there Bethlehem, Bethlehem, and you know they changed that. Could be the name before that. And the commander-in-chief of the Israelitish armies, whom he was visiting in condo with him for the loss of his sons. God himself had charged the prophet to offer sympathy to Hiel, whose position demanded the honor to be paid him. Elijah at first refused to seek out the sinner who had violated the divine injunction against rebuilding Jericho. But he said that the blasphemous talk of such evildoer always called forth his rage. Yeah, just like me. And that woman talking about that flyaway doctrine and feeding us that lie. Yeah, oh, we ain't gonna never have no homeland and all that there. We already have everything. Right? Yeah. And now I'm talking about repatriate just back into the land where we come from, because we know everything now. It's not like we say we come from Africa. Now we know that we are Israel and that's our land over there. But we can't go in that land. The Lord God didn't tell us to go back in that land. He told us he come to get us and bring us back in that land. All right, but then he also told us, I am great to you. We go to the Testament of Petra, it said that they was going to go back in that land and pollute that land. Just like, just like Elijah D. All right, Elijah D. He just been telling you how bad and everything else. I hope that's him telling you that. Hold up, because I made mistakes. Who just finished telling me that? How that land look over there? No, hold up. Somebody told me that land look bad. Oh man, come on, bro. Somebody just told me how bad that land look over there. All right, that's Clyde. Clyde told that. All right, forgive me. Elijah. My God gonna tell me y'all name. Don't worry. No, that's y'all personal name. Y'all got a personal relationship, a personal name. He'll give it to you. Now he might give you the name and tell you not to tell him. So don't disobey his voice. Don't disobey him. So if he give you the name and tell you not to tell him, obey his voice. Don't tell him. Because that's a personal relationship that he has with you. And that's what it's about, having a personal relationship with God. That's what it's about. Yeah, we want that personal relationship with our God. Man, it's not like having that personal relationship. All right, but anyway, so, all right, so, yeah, because they're teaching these flyaway doctrines and everything, but that's not going to happen. And if you don't get out of that flyaway doctrine and learn what the true scriptures say and the prophecy mean, because you are Israel, you're supposed to have the knowledge. All right? Because they think that because, I'm so and so and I do this. No, I want to prove that to you too. We're gonna get deep into that also. God don't care no respect for person. He don't care who you are. King, queen, priest, prophet. No, he don't care. If he give you something, let's just read it there. All right. No, anyway, divine injunction against rebuilding Jericho. Well, he said that the blasphemous talk of such evildoers always call forth his rage. Thereupon God promised Elijah that fulfillment shall attend whatsoever imprecation might in his wrath escape him against the godliness of their unholy speech. All right. See, therefore God promised Elijah that the fulfillment should attend whatever imprecation might in his wrath escape him against the godliness of their unholy speech. As the prophet entered the general's house, he heard Hiel utter these words, "Blessed be the Lord God of the pious, and grant fulfillment to the words of the pious." Hiel thus acknowledged that he had been justly afflicted with Josiah's curse against him, who should rebuild Jericho. Ahab mockingly asked him, Was not Moses greater than Josiah? Say Josiah. Joshua. Forgive me. Joshua. Well, I mean, priest slipped to keep knowledge. Joshua. Forgive me. No, I've been reading all of them, you know. Who was not, well, forgive me. It's better for me to tell you what I was doing, and I just ask for forgiveness that's quicker and it's short. Was not Moses greater than Joshua? And did he not say that God would let no rain descend upon the earth if Israel served and worshiped idols? Yeah. There is not an idol known to which I do not pay homage. Yet we enjoy all that is goodly and desirable. Do thou believe that if the words of Moses remain unfulfilled, the words of Joshua will come true? Elijah rejoined, but as thou said, as the Lord, the God of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there should not be dew or rain these years. See, there's a reason to pray for everything under the sun. Because you got to remember when God was listening to Ishmael and Isaac talk. Yeah, remember he was listening to Ishmael and Isaac, and next thing you know, Isaac was becoming a sacrifice. All right. I'm just telling you what's going on. Yeah, so that's God. That's our God. But when we got, I read that to you before. In the vision of Paul, the apostles of St. Paul, and when the angels in heaven was begging, was asking, I can't say begging, they was asking God to let rain come up on the land. And no, and God told him, say, not until, the Lord God told him, say, not until my prophet asked me to do it. Go read it, man. I done read that to you before, man. All right, maybe I'll post it. Maybe I'll post it. I'm just telling you that's because that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're learning how to get the power. Because that's power from up high. We're learning how to receive our blessing, our power. Just like you got, just like Elijah did, and you got Jericho, not Jericho, hold on. Chris. Wait a minute. Hey, let me see. Man, y'all gotta get some names, bro. I can remember. Clyde. Not calling. Oh, okay. Christ. All right. Now I can't call you Clyde, but I want y'all names, bro. But anyway, just like all right, just like he talked about the power that he has got. And so this power comes from up on high. And long as he obey his voice and keep his commandment, when he asks the Most High to do things, certain things for him, and these things gonna happen and take place. That's what this is. I'm telling y'all what type of power that y'all have. Okay, that's why I tell you, watch what come out your mouth from now on, and watch what you say. That's why I'm telling you these things, because you're gonna say something and it's gonna come to pass, and that be the law of God. Okay, well, let's just continue on reading. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm just telling you, because y'all don't believe, a lot of y'all don't believe y'all have that power, but y'all have that power already. Because if you tell me that you have a weapon, that you've been fighting with people, and all of a sudden you had a weapon, a gun, an outer space weapon, and when you shoot it, it shoots a ray, different color rays sometimes. And then the next thing you know, the person disappeared. Turned, and I even don't even see the ashes or nothing. All right, or if you have a rifle, God, I had a rifle. Yeah, it does the same thing. Come on, man. All right. Well, anyway, I know I'm not the only one getting these things. Man, come on, bro. Oh, all right, wait. I won't tell you nothing. No, I'm gonna tell you nothing. All right. So I know you got or you have a sword in your hand and you fighting these people with a sword in your hand, or you're looking at somebody else with a weapon that they're using in their head. Come on, bro. I know I'm not the only one. Come on. I know I'm not. All right. Anyway, so y'all have power from up on high. When the Lord God, the more I obey the voice, more I kept his commandments, the more I was doing what he does say the Lord, and seeking out how I can more, do more, he add more on to it. All right, so like when I see myself with a bonnet. I had a white bonnet on my head. So I didn't know what that meant. And so when I typed that in, he showed me what a white bonnet means. You go in the book of Ezekiel. And it tells me that you're a priest, because the priests have a white bonnet on their head. Come on, go read it. Or when I see myself with a white rag, look just like a white rag, I didn't know that was a mantle over my head. All right then. So when you go see these type of things, you type it in, he shows you what these things mean. Come on, brother. I'm just telling you, bro. Man, I didn't call fire. I didn't see myself calling fire down from heaven. And Lord God is showing you that you have these powers. As long as you obey his voice, keep his commandment, do his will, don't sin, you have this type of power. And he's showing you that you have this type of power. All right. Anyway, no, I'm just telling you, watch your mouth. I can't put it no simpler than that. Watch your mouth. All right. Let's go. No. All right. So he told him, say, no, Elijah returned. But as thou said, as the Lord, the God of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, because they tell you that he called drought on the land, but they'll tell you the reason why. In this book, he'll tell you the reason why he called it drought on the land. And so why would they eliminate that? Because they don't want you to show, as I told you before, they don't want you to see the power that you have. And the power of things that you're going to do. That's what we're going to be going over. All right, so if they cut me off, I'll be on Facebook. So if they cut me off on Facebook, Lord God, give me something else. But this is about you getting your power and knowing that you have your power. If you would be telling me these things and you're not telling me these things for nothing. Okay, so the Lord God showing you that you have power in who you are. That's why I'm telling y'all gonna get named. Just like when Haggai, all right, Elijah did. All right, Lord God came in the audible voice and said, Haggai called more fire down from heaven than Elijah ever did. All right, then. So I'm just telling you that you will get names of prophets because you have that type of power. Anyway. When I was like y'all, I didn't understand at first that he had to change my name. I didn't understand that at first. All right, I didn't understand it. But I kept on having dreams and visions. I can change my name. I kept on having dreams and visions like Father Joseph did. And finally it dawned on me that he was telling me that I am Elijah. And that's how, so I'm just telling you, bro. I'm just telling you, then it came out my mouth, came out other people's mouths, and yeah, lady, I had told a woman my name. Just like Elijah did. Well, I had a name like that, something like similar, I had a name. And so, but he took and changed that name. Yeah, I already had a name, but then he took and changed that name. So that's what he's gonna do. That's how you operate, man. We're gonna go and change his name. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. So now we know why they didn't have any rain. And so when you go tell a pastor, preacher that, and you know why they had no, you know what he's gonna tell you? The Holy Bible don't tell you that. But now we know the Holy Bible is a bridge, and we know now why they did that, because if you know that what this person said, and Lord God was adding punishment on because this person said so. And that's all it was, punishment. All right, because he didn't believe in God. He was bragging about his idols that they serve. There is not an idol known which I do not pay homage. See? And so, that's why we're still in this captivity. We know the Lord God told us to keep the covenant day, but we're going to worship Juneteenth, 4th of July, and all these other holidays. Well, how you gonna get out of captivity if you're doing everything that he told you not to do and to throw it in his face? That's what all that's about. Man, that woman proud and puffed up. Oh, I got the holiday. No, you haven't done nothing. All you did was throw that in the Most High face, and the Most High gonna get you for that. No. I ain't gonna put it on. I'm not. I'm not. But if you tell me to put it on, I'm gonna put it on. I'm not gonna transgress his word. Right now, I'm just telling you. Yeah, I'm just telling you. But if he give me something specific on why the reason, no, I do. I'm not gonna transgress his word. Be as thou said, as the Lord, the God of Israel, liveth, before whom I stand. There should not be dew nor rain these years. We say years, but according to my word. No. In pursuance of his promise, God could not but execute the words of Elijah, and neither dew nor rain watered the land. Now, pursue of his promise, because Elijah is a prophet, and whatever he said come to pass, come to pass. Like I told you, when you go read the vision of Apostle Paul and angels, God angels that was there was asking him to let it rain now. And then God told him, say, no, not until my servant says so. Come on, man. All right. I'm just telling you what's going on, bro. I'm not. Okay, well, I mean, that's on y'all. Because that's what it's about. It's about getting you not to believe that you have power from up on high. That when the law of God, all that comes from God. Come on, bro. God is showing you that you jumping high, you have so much strength. God is showing you the different weapons of war that he has given to you to fight against the demons and the devils. And what you going to do? You're not going to believe it. Why? Because some pastor preach say, that's just a dream. It doesn't mean nothing. All right. Well, you go ahead. I'm telling you that the Most High can bless you from obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, keeping his covenant, seeking him out and searching for him to do all his will. And he's not going to bless you? No, it doesn't say that. Does not say that. When you obey my voice and keep my command, these things I should give unto you. These things I should bless with you. Come on, man. When the disciples went out perfect as we are now, they was obeying his voice, keeping the commandments, because we know now that the apostles and the disciples was keeping the covenant day, Passover, because that's what they was doing with Jesus. And they never stopped that. Just like when I read to you about Peter, when Peter was on top of the house, and then the angel put down the sheet before Peter. All right, and then what Peter said, not so, Lord. I have never eaten nothing common or unclean. All right, so that's showing right there that they were still obeying the voice and still keeping the commandments in the covenant as it prophesied that we should do. Jesus never told us stop doing those things. He said, I come here to fulfill the law and the prophets. But he told us not to do those things with the Jewish, those that say they're Jews but are not was doing. Come on, bro. Because they were saying something, but they wasn't doing it. And then, like I said, just like we read this now, they had taken the keys of knowledge, the Pharisees and scribes. They had taken the keys of knowledge, they had what? Hidden them. Don't you know how many times God has given me keys to different things? And I use them. Yes, I use those keys. I hope you know what those keys are and how to use them. All right. Well, Elijah did just use one of the keys. Yes, he did. He didn't get angry. He kept his cool. And he said, no, I'm a man. All right, then. All right, he did. Well, wasn't that one of the keys? Come on, bro. When you go read the Apocalypse of Hermes, and you can take hold of 7 virgins, and one of the virgins state that you can't have no anger and no sadness. That you can't have that. That's one of the black women. All right then. So he blessed us with that. Anyway, no, let's continue on with the lesson. Because I'm not gonna feel we just getting started, man. You know how much, man, wow, boy, that power. Yeah, that power. All right. Neither do nor rain water the land. So we know that happened. But with high, there's a man. There's a servant of the Most High saying this thing not gonna happen. The Lord God says it's not gonna happen, but my servant says it's not. That's how our Father is. Because he had that personal relationship. And famine ensued, and Ahab sought to wreak the vengeance upon the prophet. Now, because when you go to the book of Kings, and they talk about Elijah and Ahab, and Ahab said, "My enemy, you have found me this day," and so you know why they was enemies. All right, all I have to do is give it to you as they have given unto me. Okay. So Ahab sought to wreak his vengeance upon the prophet to escape the king's persecution. Elijah hid himself, and he was sustained with food brought from the ladder of the pious king Jehoshaphat by the ravens, which at the same time would not approach near the house of the iniquitous Ahab. No. Never came. I know the word. Well. Iniquitous, not iniquitous Ahab. No, I'm not Googling it. I'll Google it afterwards. All right. Maybe I'll Google it afterwards. Because the word gonna come to me. All right. Come on, pray gonna come to the Lord God to bring it to me. Right now, no. No, I know that word. Iniquitous Ahab. Iniquitous Ahab. All right. I told you I know the word, just, man. Anyway, so let's go. So now we know, but when you read the King James Version and everything, they act like that came on after he had killed the prophets and all like that. The false prophets of Jezebel. All right, but this doesn't say that. This doesn't say that. This said that, no. Famine ensued, Ahab sought to wreak his vengeance upon the prophet to escape the king's persecution. Now, it didn't say escape Jezebel. It's not right. Okay, because, no, you know how these people have done. I told you they have done it so to look like we can never receive that power, look like we're never perfect, and that, man, these people have done so much, man. Yeah, because the way they got the King James Version laid out, say, man, I'm telling you what they have been done. Yeah, they have been done because how they got it laid out that these things happen one after another, but it didn't happen that way. It didn't. Okay. God, who has compassion even upon the impious, tried to induce the prophet to release him from his promise. To influence him, he made the brook run dry, which Elijah drew the water for his thirst. We know that happened. And this failed because they tell you that now, go read it, right? It's in the King James Version. All right, but they don't tell you that that's the reason why that brook dried up. Come on, man, they act like the brook dried up because of the famine and do, but that's what the reason why. I just heard Perry Stone talk about that. They said, well, if you call famine on the land, that's gonna be you gonna have to deal with the famine also. That's a lie. All right. Now we're seeing why the brook dried up. And as this failed to soften the inflexible prophet, God resorted to expedite of causing him pain through the death of the son of the widow with whom Elijah was abiding, by whom he had been received with great honor. When her son, who was later to be known as the prophet Jonah, now you know who Jonah is. You see what I'm saying? That, and then when you read them, oh, bro. Oh, man, come on, bro. Man, it's a hurting thing. That's a hurting thing because they follow this Christianity and not following their Creator. That's what they're doing, and they have no power. No, because even when the apostles and disciple apostles went out, and when they talked to the servants and they received the Most High, Jesus, the Christ, they had got power from on high and was able to do other things also just like them. Man, go read I read that to you. The Acts of John. And John was talking about how he was raising people, healing people, and they took a hold of Christ in the power that it was they had received. Come on, man, I read all that to you. All right, but why then you get baptized in the church house and all that and then receive no power? Well, man, I told you what they did to me in the Seventh-day Adventist church. Yeah, they made me get rebaptized in that Adventist thing. Because I thought, you know, when they got the truth, they showed it to me. And, no, they didn't show me Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. No, that one of Leviticus or something showed me. All right, and then you recite that and doing all like that, and then you don't have no power. You can't heal the sick, you can't raise the dead, none of that. Then you go around there, none of them speaks in the spirit, none of them speak in tongue, and it's shown you if you do speak in the spirit. All right, then none of them see dreams and visions. They claim they're not having dreams and visions. Man, come on, bro. All right, I'm just telling you what's going on, man. And that's why the Lord God said, come out of my people, be not a partaker of a sin. Oh, this was the lesson. I'm just telling you. I'm not worried about it. They don't have no patience. That's on them. But we know that one of the main things of taking over the 7 virgins is patience. Okay. Yeah, because they don't have no patience. They don't wait on God. They go out there like I did, go out there and do their own thing and think it's of God when it's not. Okay. So that prophet, all right, who later be known as the prophet Jonah, died. So she thought God had formerly been gracious to her on account of her great worthiness and compared with the merits of her neighbors and inhabitants of the city. And now he had abandoned her because her virtues had become as naught in the presence of the great prophet. In his distress, Elijah supplicated God to revive the child. Now God had the prophet in his power. All right, because that's what we do. All right, come on, bro, you have the power of all this, man. We just told it. No, I'm not going there with you. No, we just gonna go ahead on, and because this is about you realizing the power that you have. You realize in those dreams and visions that the Lord God show you what type of power that you have. It's a spiritual power. All right. Then on top of that, he's showing the treasures that you have laid up in heaven. Oh, man. Okay. No. Let's continue. No, because they're going to have people that listen to this thing and they're going to be asking the same questions and going through the same emotional thing because they don't want to obey his voice's commandment. They don't want to give up chasing the devil and everything that Azazel had left unto them. That's what they want. That's what they crave. Oh yeah. I had that. Yeah, because they try to teach you the same thing. Because they got young women out there running behind monies. And they have a price. And the old men are offering the women a price. And then women take their price. Yeah, and they don't never stop doing that. And then you ask who they are, well, that's deacon so-and-so. And he one of the deacons at the church. And he out there doing all that. Yeah, he can do that because he under Christianity. Yeah, he can have all the sex, do everything, go home, say a prayer, and it's going to be forgiven. All right, well, the Pope never believe the same thing. They can have abused children and all like that, and everything gonna be forgiven. And then what they taught, no, let's be for real with this. And what they have taught for you to forgive your enemies. Yeah, that's what they taught. Yeah. Why? Forgive Satan? No, Lord don't work like that, man. No, he told you why he hated Esau and loved Jacob. And then when you see it that Jacob wanted everything of Father Isaac. and learn the way of righteousness, because he was kept being by Eber house and Shem house. Learn the way of righteousness. And what Esau wanted, everything of the world. All right. Okay. Well, no. Let's get a little deeper into it then. So I don't know. I don't care. I don't care if I'm lying on them. All right. So they're doing everything of the world, serving the devil, Azazel, and everything, and telling you that's okay. It's all right. All you gotta do is just go fall on your knees, come to confession, and everything's gonna be all right. Come on, man. And that's what they're doing, and they're on their way to hell. Because when you go read it, I hope to read it to you. Yeah, God will forgive you, but you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. And if you don't have true repentance, where you then left all the evil wickedness alone, I just read that to you. Yeah, go to, I think it's in the same chapter, Ezekiel chapter 13. But that once saved, always saved doctrine. That is a lie. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's continue on. So, no, Elijah's prayer only provided the prophet released him from the promise about a drought. Oh, wait a minute. I went time too far. Now God had the prophet in his power. He could give heed unto Elijah's prayer only provided that the prophet released him from the promise about the drought. Yeah, for the resurrection. Oh, I don't say resurrection. Say risk creation. Resurrection. Temptation, they don't come to me. From that, because I had already read, I already pronounced the word. Now I can't. No, it don't come to me. From for the resurrection, it's a citations from that. It don't come to me. From that is brought about by the means of due. No, he wanted them to be released. It's brought about this thing here. Hold up. No. I'm struggling. I don't care if I'm struggling. I'm supposed to struggle. All right. No, because I don't have the book. I'm reading offline. And this is the stress. Elijah supplicated God to revive the child. Now God, all right. He could not probably release him from his promise about the drought for the risk. Don't say resurrection. I don't see it. Doesn't say that. RESUSCIT citation. All right. Residue citation from debt is brought about by the means of the due, and this remedy was precluded so long as Elijah kept God to his word, withholding dew and rain from the earth. Elijah saw that there was nothing for it to be but to give. However, the first betook himself to Ahab with the promise overcoming don't worry, I don't get it. I do receive. Idolatry. No. Audacity. No, don't say audacity. No, audacity of the people. Overcoming the audacity of the people. Now, y'all know y'all gonna make me go to Google. I don't want to go Google it. I really don't. Oh. Because I have to say these words, pronouncing words so full, so clean. Then I get on 9, then No, not the audacity, or no, of the people. Overcome the arduity of the people. No, I'm not posting, don't worry. Whom the famine had made no impression. Manifest wonders displeased, because that's what he did. God helped him. See, we didn't know that God had the child to die in order to bring Elijah under subjection. In order to bring the child back to life, you had to release the people from the famine. Yeah, that's what that guy he did. And that's how it happened. Come on, man. Man, you know them prophets, man. Yeah, it was some strong people. All right. No. Man, I just pronounce all them words, man. Anyway, upon whom the famine had made no impression. So the famine didn't make no impression on Ahab, because Ahab was a king and stuff. All right, then they had other people that, and some of them rich people think they ain't gonna go through none of this, and they could sustain themselves. Manifest wonders displayed before the eyes of the world to teach them wisdom. Say, manifest wonders displayed before their eyes were to teach them wisdom. That the combat between God and Baal took place on Carmel. Now, the way they have it written, no. They had, like, afterwards, after he had killed the prophets and all that, and had this take place, then he ran from Jezebel. But that's not what it's telling us what really happened. All right. Because in their version, Elijah doesn't have no power. He doesn't have a direct communication with God and that type of relationship with God. Okay. And the Most High telling us why he does certain things, why the child was, why he killed the child, to get the people out of the drought and do what Elijah had brought against them, the drought. All right. So that's what it's telling us. So that's why I'm telling you, watch your mouth. Watch what you say, because Lord God gonna do exactly what you asked him to do. Okay. He's gonna do it. That's what he's showing us, the power. Come on, man. Manifest wonder displayed before their eyes were to teach them wisdom. Is that not teaching us that? All right, the combat between God and Baal took place on Carmel, the mount that had esteemed itself the proper place for the greatest events in the Israelite history. The revelation of the law was compensated by the many miracles now performed upon it. But it was disappointment at Sinai having been preferred to it. The disappointment on Sinai. No, let me continue on. Because I'm telling you, why you think that all this, the law of God, sending y'all, just like the dreams and visions that y'all had, does that not straighten y'all? Okay, then I didn't have no dream or vision that I know I have them every night. But I couldn't remember the ones for the last 3 days. And I asked him to bring them back to me, and then nothing. All right, then this morning come up, all of a sudden he gives me what he had. I gave me the dream this morning. I have a lot. Yeah, I know a lot about it. Yes, I do. But okay, but if I don't have a dream vision so many days, I'm gonna start questioning myself. Yes, I am. What I have done. Okay, well, I'm just telling you. The first one occurred in connection with the choice of the bullocks, according to Elijah's arrangement with Ahab. One was to be sacrificed to God, the other one to Baal. A pair of twins raised together were both before the contestants, and it was decided by the lot which belonged to God and which to Baal. So they cast lot to what both of the animals was twins, come from the same bull. All right, and they was gonna do one gonna go to Baal and one was going to God. Elijah had no difficulty with this offering. Quickly he laid it to his altar. For all the priests of Baal, 850 in number, could not make their victims stir a foot, not say stir a foot. It couldn't move. And when Elijah began to speak persuasively to the bullock of Baal, urging it to follow the idolatrous priests, it opened his mouth and said, "We two yonder bullocks and myself came from the same womb. We took our food from the same manger, and now he has been destined for God as an instrument for glorification of the divine name. Divine name, why I am to be used for Baal, an instrument to enrage my Creator." Elijah urged. All right, so the bulls, they didn't want to do it. And he spoke to Elijah, telling him, man, we have all types. Man, I talked to the chickens, I talked to the birds. I had 2 chickens, and they had done something they weren't supposed to be doing. All right, they got out the yard and it was going somewhere. All the birds came outside. Boy, they was chirping so bad and so loud. I had to go see what they're chirping about. And then it was telling me that the chickens had got out and left. Yeah, that's what they told me. And so they didn't come back. So I prayed and stuff. And then the next day, I went by a group where I know the birds was, the sparrows, and I talked to them. And then when I talked to them, then the next thing you know, the chicken was in the backyard. Oh yeah, you have that power. You have that power. I'm telling you what you have. Now that's on you. All right. Man, when you go read, oh man, I don't know what one it is now. Jubilee or Jasher. That's where it's at, one of those books. The animals you was talking, the animals had speech. All the animals had speech. All of them was conversing with Adam and everything until he sinned. All right, then when Adam sinned, they were sent out the garden and took the power of speech from them. Everybody but the serpent. And the serpent was changed in its nature. All right. And then they were sitting away naked. And the reason why they were sitting away naked, why? Because Adam had sinned and they didn't. And that's why the animals are naked right now today. But you also have another creatures that are naked. Yeah, but they can put on clothes and stuff. But when those demons come to me, they be black and naked. I told you that before. You know, my time has been up, man. Y'all just, I can't stay with y'all all this time, bro. Because it's a short day, and you know we have to prepare for the, we have to prepare for the covenant day, man. Come on, bro. Anyway, let me continue. No, I'm going to have to stop it. Well, we're going to have to pick it up tomorrow sometime. I don't know. Whatever the Most High said it's going to be, that's what it's going to be, man. All right. Because, Lord God loves y'all. And he loved that y'all love to hear his word and seeking out and want to learn more. We love that. But also, he's not giving you this word and power for nothing. No, he's giving you this to let you know that you have power from on high, with certain type of aim, with certain type of power, that you can use this power, known as for the good and the judgment and chastisement. All right, then, that's what he's showing you. But y'all not doing it. Y'all doing, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't, but I'm telling you, when the Lord God gives you that opportunity, he's going to tell you when to use it. And you should know how to use it. He's going to tell you that. But use it. Try the spirit, as I tell you all the time. Try the spirit. Okay? Anyway, let's get back to it. Elijah urged, "Do thou but follow the priests of Baal, that they may have no excuse. And then thou wilt have a share in that glorification of God, for which my bullock will be used. The bullock, so did thou advise. But I swear I will not move from the spot unless thou with thy own hand will deliver me up. And Elijah thereon led the bullock to the priest of Baal. See, the bull was going to move enough without Elijah doing that. All right. In spite of this miracle, the priest sought to deceive the people. All right, he had already done the miracle with the bull, got the bull to move and do all that. But what? The priests of Baal, all right, sought to deceive the people as they're doing right now. Yeah, they're doing a whole lot of deceptive things under there. Asking for money, begging, claiming that they're giving the money and helping the children in Africa and all the different things. People not doing that. They're giving a little something. But they know the reason why they're doing that. Okay, but they're going to pay for it. They undermine, well, is this not the priests of Baal? And what Baal worshippers did? What they're running behind, idols, everything of this world. Are not these pastors, preachers, teachers, Carrie Gideons, the watchman, redirect, Big Judah, all of them, what they are running behind. IUC people, HOI people, all of them running behind. Okay then. Why? Because the law of God coming out their mouth and they're speaking truth. People slander the truth all the time. And they just, yeah, well, I hope they repent. But if they don't, they will be judged. All right. Okay, then well, let's continue on. Because a lot of things going on. You see that God don't have respect for person. Then you see that these are kings and high priests and everything. They're not serving God. They're saying they're serving the God. They're serving Baal. They're not serving God. And this is in Israel, which you're going to see later on as we keep going. All right, why do you think you're in this captivity then? Anyway, let's continue. In the spirit of the miracle, the priests sought to deceive the people. They undermined the altar. Hiel hid himself under it with the purpose of the ignition or the igniting of fire at the mention of the word Baal. So when you say Baal, you light the fire. God sent a serpent to kill him. Yeah, but God sent a serpent to kill him. Now, that's why I tell you all the time, wait for it. Let my name come out in one of them mouth. And say Elijah, that white-haired man, or whatever they say. And see what I'm going to say about them and watch it come to pass. Come on, man. You can't play with these people. These people are destroying Israel. They're destroying God's people. All behind that statue with his God anger. And we know what that statue is. We know that they are sacrificing us to that statue. Man, they never stop. And just telling you, they with that Esau white is right doctrine. Lot of them. All right. Well, I'm just waiting, like I said, waiting for my name to come out their mouth. And they're going to see the power of the Most High. And they're going to know that I am a servant of the Most High. That I am a chosen vessel of God. I'm waiting on. Yeah, because no, our people out there, our children out there breaking into cars and stuff, something that they don't have to do. But they don't know no better. Because if they know better, then they wouldn't be doing it. We got our women committing abortions. Our young women, after they've been made mistakes, committing abortions. If they've been being trained up in the right way in our land, no, it wouldn't be like that. Come on, man, our land wasn't, when we was in our home land, it wasn't like that, bro. All right? And so, yeah, so they got all this going on, and then you want me to just go on play kumbaya. You got me wanting my people, because God don't have respect of person, and they will go out there worshiping Juneteenth just like they do Martin Luther King did, and God gonna chastise and punishment as he always been because of those things. And you want me to go along with that foolishness? And my people are still dying. My people are still in this bondage, in this captivity, and this foolishness. Come on, bro. I can't go along. All right? I'm just letting you know. So when that time comes, yeah, I'm not going to play. Not going to play. And vain the false priest cried. Yeah, because God sent a serpent to kill him. And in vain the false priest cried and cried, Baal, Baal, and expected the flame to not to shoot up. To add to the confusion of the idolatry. God had imposed to add to the confusion of the idolaters. I say idolatry, idolaters. Yeah, that's what they are. God had imposed silence upon the whole world. Yeah, God had imposed silence upon the whole world. And He's going to do it again. It's easy for God to put silence the whole world, right? Yeah. And to add to the confusion of the idolatry, God had imposed silence upon the whole world. The powers of the upper of the nether regions were dumb. The universe seemed deserted and desolate, as if without a living creature. All right. Because Lord God showing the power and the power that He had and what He'll do for His servants. But we lost that because it's a design plan to keep you running behind and paying homage to your enemy who hates you. And you got the Most High worship you and He hates you and you running behind. Come on, man. And then on top of that, you got the Most High children believing the lie and running behind. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm just telling you what's going on. That's the power God would do for us. Now, He done this for Elijah. All right, He'll do it for you also. That's why I said I want to know your name. All right? So God had imposed silence upon the whole world. The powers of the upper and the nether regions were dumb. The universe seemed deserted and desolate, as without a living creature. If a single sound had made itself heard, the priest would have said, it is the voice of Baal. Couldn't do it. It couldn't do it. Not a single sound. Yeah, because if they would have said heard anything, they would have said it's the voice of Baal. So God put it away with it. Everything was silent. So He didn't hear nothing. Yeah, that's the power of God. That's what He's going to do for us, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm a living witness to that, bro. All right. Well, you go ahead on. Go ahead on. All right. Let's continue on. I'm almost there. I'll go a little more. All right. Towards the evening, Elijah summoned the disciples. Oh, hold on. No. Teacher Jake this morning was talking about digging the trench for the water and all that. Man, that man done with a big old lie. That's all he is. Fat as his heart is fat as grease, as King David said. I'm waiting for him. I told you already. I went up, I did. Yeah, but he got it so that he's jumping in his, told you that. He was bragging about that today. After I leave here, I'll go home and take me a nap. It's more than a nap because I had slime and stuff coming. Bragging. That's what he do. Bragging. That's what he was doing. Bragging how he good there and take all the money and give it. And say, I don't feel good until after I say these words and everything. Then I go home and all. That's what he does. I told you that. It came out of his mouth. Because when I told you when I went there, I thought I was going to meet him. I thought he was going to come down, greet his parishioners and everything, and I can ask him no questions. But no, you go out the back door, hit it with those and gone. Yeah, come out of his mouth. And so this morning he talking about, oh, dig the trench for the more you get a shovel and dig it so you get more. Yeah, because the law of God, because he was lying. And the law of God told you He was going to make them out of lies. Yeah, tell him I said. Yeah, he said that this morning. All right. That all the preparation might be completed in one day. The erection of the altar, the digging of the trench, and whatsoever else was necessary. Elijah commanded the sun to stand still. I'm telling you, that's the type of power we have. Yeah. Well, all of us have different powers. We do. All of us have different powers. But some people have more power than others. And some people was created for doing other things. And some people created for doing some things. So that's how it is. Because the closer you get to them, then you find out exactly, no, but you know, we cannot say it like if we go read Ecclesiastes chapter 36. Chapter 36? No, might be 30, no, chapter 39. A man cannot say this is worse than that. All right, because no, it says man cannot say this is worse than that. Because in time they shall all be well approved. So, you know, we just different parts, but we have power. All of us have power. We just different parts. All of us have power. All right. That's what this is about. That's why I'm reading this thing to show you what type of power that you have. All right. Elijah commanded the sun to stand still. For Joshua, he said, thou didst stand still that Israel might conquer his enemy. Now stand thou still, neither for my sake, nor for the sake of Israel, but that the name of God may be exalted. And the sun obeyed his voice. Now remember that. Yeah, you got to remember those things. Because we got power from up on high, but people don't understand how we use our power and how our power, but if you're not obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, you don't have no power anyway. And if you're in Christianity, you've been stripped of your power. And just let you know what's going on, because you run behind everything of the world and nothing of God. But these men, we are God. We don't want nothing for y'all. We don't. We do everything to exalt and worship and praise our Creator in spirit and in truth. Towards the evening, Elijah summoned his disciple Elisha and bid him to pour water over his hands. A miracle happened. The water flowed out from Elijah's fingers until the whole trench was filled. That's out of his fingers. All right, that's a lot of water. But that's the type of power that we have. That's why I keep telling you over and over again, y'all a certain type of power. Angel was a certain type of power. And that was the law of God teaching us and showing us how to obey his voice, keep his commandments, and how he's going to always be there for us. Them holy angels and everything, do everything that we ask them to do. Come on, bro. Man, when you see out the disciples and everything, what did he not give them power to heal the sick, raise the dead, cast out demons and devils? This is the same thing. All right. Anyway, let me continue on. Because y'all not getting it who you are. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. The prophet prayed to God to let the fire descend. No. Deceit. All right. Let the fire, no, descend. It doesn't spell it like that. But it says the prophet prayed to God to let the fire descend, much as such that, but in such wise that the people would know that it would be a wonder from heaven. That's what he told me. Now I told you I died again in my dream, did not go down fire from heaven. Yeah, there's another thing. I'm more than fire from heaven because he let me know that when I asked for fire to come down from heaven again, something else happened. Yeah, he just showing me that I could do more than just call fire down from heaven. Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, something recently, I asked for something, and you know, I told you I had called for not too long ago. I don't want to look for it. Because my time is almost up, man. And I asked the Lord God to do something. He did something else for me, but it was the same. I told I had called God for to destroy these seeds of killing, but he did something else for me. All right. Anyway, let's continue. But he just showed me that I could do more than just call fire down from heaven. All right, I can ask for other things and he will do it. Go let the fire descend, but in such a wise that the people would know that it be a wonder from heaven, and not think it's a magician trick. He spoke, Lord of the world, thou wilt send me as a messenger at the end of time. That's what he said. Thou wilt send me as a messenger at the end of time. But if my words do not meet what fulfillment now, the Jews cannot be expected to believe in me in the latter days. His pleading was heard on high, and the fire fell from heaven upon the altar, a fire that not only consumed what it touched, but also licked up the water. Yeah, it didn't only consume what it touched, because you remember they got the water in the fridge. And it dries up everything. I mean, everything. All right. Nor was that all. Nor was that all. His prayer for rain was also granted. So the rain started at the same time. Scarcely had these words dropped from his lips, though we have no other marriage, yet remember the sign of the covenant which the Israelites bear upon their bodies when the rain fell to the earth. All right, so yeah, well, you know the covenant that they have on the body is circumcision. But we know now that that was the flesh covenant. Okay, so we know really why that covenant came. All right. Because you had two people there. You had the Jews, they was holding righteous. I'm talking about the first ones. They was holding righteous. Then we was waiting on Isaac covenant, Israel covenant. Okay, so he gave them the covenant, gave them that covenant. Because you got to remember when Isaac, when they went to sacrifice Isaac, Ishmael and Isaac was talking about that they're a piece of flesh, and he said, if God would ask me for my whole flesh, all my body, I will give it to him. So that's the new covenant. New covenant, we give all our bodies over to the law of all. That's we are. We don't eat. I mean, yeah. We are staying from the world. We give this whole body. We to death. We have made a covenant. We're circumcised in the mouth. We're circumcised in the heart. Circumcised in the hands. Circumcised in the feet. Circumcised in the eyes. Circumcised in the ear. Circumcised in our tongue. All right, then. So that's what we are. That we're in a new covenant. We're circumcised in our bodies. Come on, bro. All right. Go read it, bro. Go read the Shepherd of Harvest. Because in order for us to enter into those gates, we have to be perfect. We have to take off everything of this world. We have to become circumcised and all that. And I'm not talking about the circumcision of the penis. All right, because you can't talk about it like that. Because a woman is circumcised also. Yes, she is. The two shall become one. How you do that? She's circumcised in the heart. Man, I done read that to you. Man, come on, bro. Anyway, I can't stay with y'all too much longer. I gotta go. I should have been gone some minutes ago. But I had wanted to start the lesson. All right? Because you need to know that you got power from up on high. And the same thing he done for the prophets back then, he's doing it for the prophets now. Thou wilt send me as a messenger at the end of time. Okay, are you not in the last day, the last hour? I haven't told you all that. But if my words do not meet with fulfillment now, the Jews cannot expect to believe me in the latter days. And listen what he said, man, distinction. The Jews will not believe me. All right? Then if I read that, I have to go all the way back. Because though we have no other marriage, yet remember the sign of the covenant with the Israelites bear upon their bodies when the rain fell to the earth. Okay. Well, we know our whole body gonna be circumcised. Well, and that had already happened. Yes, we're circumcised. Go read it. We have sustained for everything of this world. we have put on a true face. Okay. In spite of all these miracles, the people persisted in their idolatrous ways and thoughts. Even the 7,000 who had not bowed down to Baal were unworthy sons of Israel, for they paid homage to the golden calf of Jeroboam. Okay, so I have to stop there. All right. Well, we can now I have to stop there. Come on, bro. I gotta stop it. Gotta stop it. Okay. Because you all right, because that's what's I have to stop there, man. We gotta get ready, man. You gotta get ready for the covenant day, man. That's the only reason why I'm stopping. That's the only reason why I'm stopping. Because I have to get ready for the covenant day. That's like preparation. We got about a couple of hours. All right. But don't worry, y'all got power from up on high. Watch what come out your mouth. And say what you mean what you say, and don't take it back. And let the law go from there. Because y'all not know anybody else. No, I'm not going there what you need. But you need to know about now, man. You gotta try the spirit, bro. Try this. I tell you all the time, try the spirit. Try the spirit. Try the spirit. Yeah, well, anyway, my time is up, bro. No, because that's what I want. It's way. Well, I'm just wiping. I'm just wiping the surface. But when you start scratching the surface, you're gonna get so deep into it, you're gonna know exactly who you are, what type of power you have. You're gonna know who you name because you're gonna start realizing what you have been seeing in your dreams and visions, and you're gonna be able to interpret them much better. And the Lord God gonna just because He told you in the last days that He was gonna revive us and restore us. Okay, well, what do you think when Jesus came? That what that was about. To restore us back. Father Adam had power when he was in that garden. Those angels were afraid of Father Adam. All right. Satan, you have power to cast out demons and devils, to heal the sick, to raise the dead. So what you think that is? All right. No. Because it's kind of hard. I understand. I've been through the same thing also. I've been through Christianity. All right. I've been through looking for the perfect religion. I've been looking through the perfect denomination. I've been through all of that. Okay, then. And I've been through the flyaway doctrine. Because that's what you learn that from your parents or whoever. That some God will come back and get you and fly your way. That's what you learn it from. Right? That's what you learn. I'm going to Google those two words. I shouldn't have because I know it just happens sometimes. Yeah, it happens sometimes, but maybe, that's in God's hand. Maybe he wants somebody to talk about it so he can chastise you. Yeah, he does that. Yes, he does. Anyway, I'm out. Not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. Until next time.